What's up?
What's up? Salud.
Salud. Mm. Ooh.
Mm.
It gets you right here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I
What's
took a
up,
shot
Ron?
for Black History Month. I took a shot of my Uganda Pearl of Africa shot glass.
Oh, you fancy with it. I just got a plain old
Yeah,
shot glass.
yeah. You see the
Over a chicken.
lion and the elephants in
Oh,
Congo.
that's
God
dope.
damn it!
That is the Happy Black History Month, or
Happy
according
Black
to
History
Gay,
Month.
Black Future Month, whatever that means.
Oh yeah,
What-
yeah. Yeah, Kanye.
whatever.
Did Kanye not explain why I call Black Future Month?
Because we're not worried about the history and the past. We're moving on to the future.
Oh shit!
Uh-huh. And his boots. He gonna be stopping to the future in his big black boots.
Yeah,
His moon
nigga.
shoes. His moon shoes. I see somebody in the background. Bring them in.
Hold up.
I
Guys,
can.
let's share this. So get some people on.
It's hump day. It's hump
All
day,
right.
y'all. Damn. It
Look
is
at
day. It is happy 22 Tuesday. Damn. For all my Jay-Z fans, 22 twos.
Oh yeah, you did put that in the group earlier. I like
I
the
did. 22 twos. You got to be a real Jigga fan to know about 22 twos. That's a
that's on the
freestyle.
original.
Word. That's way back. That's Reasonable Doubt. Way back. Mm-hmm. Who we got in the chat? Trey. What's up, Trey? Oh, you're about this discussion. Is that true, Trey? All right, because we need salmon on this too. You can't be here by yourself. Jamal, what's up, Jamal? B Dollar, what's going on? What Trey said, Black History Month, and more importantly to me, my birthday month. I'm trying to be like Merv this year. I'm celebrating the whole month until October. Listen, it is also my husband's birthday month, my best friend's birthday month, another close friend of mine's birthday month, my sister-in-law birthday month. February is expensive for me. So pray for my wallet, y'all. Please pray for my wallet.
And Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. And then next month is my anniversary.
Yeah. I know you ain't mentioned that.
It's my anniversary.
Oh, already?
Next month. Already. It's been a year. I know, right? Time go by fast. And we're still together.
All right.
You bring Mark?
Let's bring on the non-drinking motherfucker, since he want to wait till after we take our shots. Told me he got to work in the morning and shit, so that's why he wasn't on here.
You ain't got no job, Tommy.
Right. So now you can bring his H2O ass on here.
Look at this guy. What's that? That's
Ciroc. Ciroc. Yeah. I mean, seriously. Ever since Sean been drinking Ciroc, he's been having me on Ciroc. Like, so, and I can't find the peach. The Crown Peach. They got everything else but the peach. I want the peach, yo. Seriously, we be running out the peach.
Listen, those Ciroc. See, I keep saying Ciroc because I think of Keith Sweat when he was drunk as hell and kept saying Ciroc. Ciroc flavors are like Jordans. Like when they out, they sell out, and you got to go through mad shit to get the new flavor. It's crazy. Like, I don't understand. That's why I tried to.
Yeah, water. I mean, but the thing is, I don't even drink. I don't really drink all of them. It's summer citrus and coconut. Now, all the other bottles for whoever come over. You know what I'm saying? I just like, man, all the other bottles whoever come over. So I heard y'all talking, all these birthdays and all of that. Valentine's Day coming up, so my niece is back in action. So I gotta pick out, certain ladies, who I'm gonna give, for a gift box of desserts, from my niece. So I'm trying to get the list together now. I'll probably have it together, in a couple of days, and then we're gonna see who's gonna get a box. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. I'm trying to tell, but see, that's how you do though. You know, I keep my niece
Look at
and
this guy.
I do business for my niece, but then you know what I'm saying, I make some ladies happy on the other end. It's a win-win. It's a win-win.
Yeah, you gotta do that. For Valentine's Day for me is bittersweet because it's actually the day that my father died. So February 14th at 3:27, I want to say p.m. Was when my father went on to glory, as they say in the South. So Valentine's Day is bittersweet for me, and it was one of the days that my father went all out for my mom. So every Valentine's Day, she's my Valentine's, and now my husband is, and then my Jasmine. Then I have female friends that we also exchange gifts with. So if y'all see me on the corner selling nickel bags, don't judge me. I got a lot of things to do in February.
Yeah.
I wish I had some stimulus money left over.
Yeah. But you right though. You know what I'm saying? You right. I'm like, man, my niece is expensive. I'm just like, yo, how much is in one of them boxes? She like, Uncle Mark, it's just like 50 a box. I'm like, 50 a box. I'm like, yo. Yeah. But I just like, you know, I like if you like to eat though, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it works though. All them type of designer.
Crab legs is kind of pricey too, but if you don't know what to do, crab legs will always work. Or edible arrangements. Fellas, if you don't know what to do or what to get, edible arrangements always works.
That's for them. That's for them non-creative. That's for them non-creative motherfuckers, yo.
Yeah,
I'm creative.
I mean, but do you guys celebrate? Because I was never really big on Valentine's Day. I was never big on it. My father was my Valentine every year.
Mark, so you don't celebrate that.
No,
shit,
I don't. You know what I'm saying? But but listen, since my niece is a pastry chef, and this is what she do on Valentine's Day, I support the business. You know what I'm saying? You know. And then I pick out a few ladies to give, you know what I mean, shit to, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's a win for everybody.
A couple of streetwalkers.
No. You know what I'm saying?
You're not gonna gift them and send them to the streets?
Well, I mean, man, you know, maybe a drop off or a hit and split, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? You know, happy Valentine's Day, and then keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. But
I was never really big on it. Even guys that I dated, when I said that, they were like, "Are you really human?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm really human." But Valentine's Day was never super big to me. But I get why it is, because it's a day, you know, you get to, you know, put an extra oomph on the love and all the affection and stuff. I get it, but ever since my dad died, it definitely meant a different thing to me. But I don't know. It's crazy because after Valentine's Day is my husband's birthday and then our anniversary. So it's like, do we do something big for every single thing, or do we just focus on one thing? So I don't know what we're doing.
I don't know, but you gotta think about it. I mean, you know, because everything is new and fresh for you, Beck. So it's like, yo, we gonna celebrate them all now. Now, as y'all move on, maybe you start cutting some shit out. But right now, everything fresh. So you might as well celebrate them all. Like, yo, Valentine's Day, the birthday, and this and that. You might as well do them all right now. You know.
I'm gonna try to. I definitely am big on celebrating.
Yeah, just like, I mean, everything don't have to be, you know, like, you know, all big and blown out, but you know, do a little something. You know what I mean? You know, always do a little something. You know, keep it fresh.
Just a little bit to make sure you keep coming home. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it fresh. You know, yeah, I feel you.
What you doing, Merv? What you over there quiet about? Trying to plot your Valentine's Day?
No, I just got down.
My husband said he liked the way you think, Mark.
Yeah.
Yo, nah. I don't have to plan Valentine's Day like I used to in the past. In my previous life, oh my goodness, yo. In my previous life, I'll buy a dozen roses, split that bitch up in two, and pass that bitch out. Make my rounds. Please
tell me you playing.
No, he's not playing.
No, I'm not playing. I said, listen, my previous life,
Jesus.
I was a little bit savage. So I get like, you know what I'm saying, I go to what is it Bilo or Kroger? They got a dozen roses with the Bilo card for $20.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's 12
Walmart,
roses.
Food Lion.
You get two. Go get a vase get 6 vases. That's $1 each at goddamn Dollar Tree. put two
Yeah.
in each one. Get the little card that come with and put it in with
Yeah.
that, and loaded them them little flavors, Then you just dress it up.
Yes.
Then you get and at Dollar Tree you get two Valentine's Day cards for $1.
Listen, don't sleep on Dollar Tree. You know, a lot of people feel like, you know, they got to do something big. Don't sleep on Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has some really nice vases if you want to get flowers. You can get a bouquet of flowers, $10, a nice creative vase or vase, however you say it, from Dollar Tree. And boom, there you go, $11, you got flowers. Just like Murph said, you got the cards. You can get the cards $2 for $1. You don't have to go all out and super expensive if you can't or you don't want to, or if the lady doesn't really, you know, care about it. There is a way to do it on a budget. You just gotta get creative.
Listen, it's all about the presentation. Like, it don't matter where it come from, just present that shit right and you good.
Your dick in a box.
Yeah. With two cut off rose tops on each side. Bam.
Boom.
One in the middle.
What you gotta do is get a red bow.
Hey.
Right there. Happy Valentine's Day.
You know what I'm saying? But now when I'm fucking with somebody like that, I go a little all out. Like in the college one time, I had no money, but I was dealing with somebody real hard. I put a damn 12 roses, 6 vases. Yeah, hey Trey, that's what I just said, nigga.
That's it. Balling on a budget.
Hey, so like now at college one time, I had cooked. I set up a table in my I had a big ass room in the house I was renting. I set up the table in my room. I put a red cover over it. I had rose petals leading from the door to the damn to the hallway and to the bedroom. And then I gave her Love Jones because that's the first movie we watched that we created some sentimental memories from.
Oh boy.
Right?
That's his movie though, yeah. I mean, that's his John right there.
So I gave her the DVD, right? And she was like, well, how am I supposed to watch this? And then I hit her foot with my foot, and she looked under the table. I had a brand new DVD player for it. Now, this back in like 2002 when DVD was still.
This before on demand and all that other fly shit.
Now, fuck with somebody like that. I know how I can get creative. I don't need that. But if I ain't fucking nobody like that, y'all getting a dozen roses from Kroger, splitting that bitch up. I'm making everybody feel happy. God damn it. I'm Valentine's Santa Claus.
Don't forget, Valentine's Day is only for the ladies. Like I remember, and I told the story.
What you mean by that?
What I mean
so
is,
niggas can't get you. So you the type you don't buy your niggas nothing, huh?
No, I do. It's not just for. It's not when I started to give my husband gifts, just in general, it shocked him because that's something that men are not used to. And I've talked to this with you guys before about not knowing how to receive gifts and let the women be romantic because they usually, most women out here are like, he has to cater to me. It's all about me. So when I started to do things for my husband, especially for his birthday or like Valentine's Day, he'd look at me like, I'm not used to this. So it's kind of cute to see men that don't know how to receive that. And he would just make a face like, thank you.
Listen,
like, okay.
Not for real. Like I'm my 40 years, I think I only received some of Valentine's Day maybe 3 times in my fucking life, I think.
Oh, that's hard.
Probably 3. And mind you, I was also married. But
that's really horrible.
Let me say this, but those three times I received something in my life never came while I was married.
Damn.
So yeah, I don't be expecting this shit. That's why I see why he was like, "Whoa, for real?"
It's not just about me. And honestly, if we don't do anything, I would be okay with that too, because February is really busy for us, and we have an anniversary in March that I would rather the funds and time go to anyway. So if we do something, then great. If we don't do anything, then great. I'm cool either way. He's still my husband. I still love him.
Shoot, I mean, hey, listen, Rob gonna do a little something. He gonna do a little something, and then he get to the anniversary. See, that's how that works. You know what I mean?
And for y'all that likes to go out, you make your reservations right now.
Please
make your reservations right now.
They did this last month.
Yep.
These places are booked.
I'm gonna tell you.
You might be right. Or you have to go to the outskirts. Like if you live in the metropolis, avoid downtown. I promise you got really nice restaurants that's on the outskirts that a lot of people don't know about that you could go to. Trust me.
And I'm gonna say like this.
Or if you know any chefs that meal prep. Sorry, Mark, real quick. If you know any chefs that meal prep, they can prepare a meal for you, and then you can put it in the oven. If you can't afford for a chef to come to the house and cook for you, or depending, there's so many ways to do it if you want to do something, and it don't have to be expensive.
I'm gonna say like this though, really, like Murph said, make your reservations. If you haven't made them, I mean, you'd be lucky to get a seat, but you got to do that in advance. I know it's a place up here called Eddie V's that I eat at, a couple times, seafood, right? But the thing is though, it's just like when you make the reservation, they'll give you, that little private room, with a couple other people, and you got that ambiance going on, or you'll sit down with all the rest of the folks, when you're in that private room, you get to overlook shit like you in a skybox. So I'm just saying, if you go into Eddie V's, make them reservations so you can get that little skybox feel, and you chilling with your lady, and you have that the crowd is down there, but you kind of elevated a little bit, looking down on everybody else. So that's all I'm saying.
And the last advice: if you can't get a reservation, or you ain't trying to spend that money, just go buy some steaks, marinate that shit the night before. This weekend right here, think of your significant other, all of their favorite R&B songs. Put that shit together on the list, on whatever streaming list you got, whether it's Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal. Put that shit together. Get some of her or him favorite ingredients. Yeah. And I think Valentine fall on a Monday this year.
It does.
So, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Have that shit set up for when y'all get home from work. Boom, boom, boom. One of y'all leave early. You know what I'm saying? Well, the guys leave early. You know what I'm saying? Leave early. And women, make sure y'all have something. If you go home and nigga already got a whole thing set out for you and shit. You know what I mean? So yeah. We're
gonna do that. We're gonna do that in the page, on the guys podcast page. We're gonna do create your Valentine's playlist, and let everybody put the songs that they want on their love below playlist. We're gonna start that in the chat in the page
and I'm gonna say like this:
playlist coming up.
Please listen to the song, right? Before you make your suggestion playlist. I ain't talking to y'all, I'm talking to the crowd. Because I'm like, they'll put a song in there, it sound good, nice slow groove, right? But it got the totally the wrong message. So like, just because you like something, listen to them lyrics, man. Make sure them shits is on point.
Yeah, don't pumps and a bump. That's not the song to do. Okay, don't use that song.
Yeah.
All right. So speaking of, Valentine's is about love and giving or showing praise to your significant other, making somebody feel good, and then that night, a lot of times, some people that end up being their first time. Fellas, if y'all haven't do the do yet, then you need to make this shit extra. Then you might be get some Valentine pussy that night. You know what I'm saying? But if you get some Valentine pussy that night, you don't want to end up like Rihanna, because Rihanna is pregnant, y'all.
Dude, hey man,
Rihanna's fucking pregnant, y'all.
Hey, I thought that would already happen. I thought that would already happen. You know what I'm saying? But congrats.
Rihanna's pregnant expecting baby with ASAP Rocky.
Yep.
Yo, listen. Drake,
y'all forget about an album.
How you fuck that up, Drake? Hey, Drake saw you too. Drake unfollowed Rihanna several months ago, and then after Drake found out that ASAP Rocky is the baby daddy, Drake unfollowed goddamn ASAP Rocky.
And that's light skin shit right there. See, this is what I'm talking about. This light skin nation is losing again. Losing again. Soon as we get a bit of daylight, like, oh man, this look all right for us, right? And here come this motherfucker, just doing his bullshit. I'm just like, oh man, once again, light skin nation, we losing again. We got to find a way to win one. We can't put the win streak together for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm gonna try to hold it down for us. That's all I can say. I'm gonna try to hold it down for us. Yeah, it's terrible.
Crazy.
Terrible.
But I'm excited for her. Like, we've been calling her pregnant since last year. We've been saying, oh, she's pregnant. And those of us who have had babies, we see a belly. We're like, yeah, it's probably a baby in there. And she kept denying it. But now it's out.
Now she big up.
Nope.
Yeah. But I mean, here's the thing. She been rocking with ASAP Rock for a minute. So I'm just like, yo, I'm like, that's cool, man. Oh, and listen, media, stop trying to diss ASAP Rocky. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, Rihanna and like some bull. Like, don't do that to the man. You know what I mean? Don't be hating like that.
Wait, they're not dissing him, Mark. They're not dissing him.
That's hating though. Yeah, some bull. Like, dang.
Well, but real quick, it's not his fault. It's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga, look at the motherfuckers Rihanna's have dealt with in the past. She dealt with some. It's not like, again, it's not his fault. But she dealt with some top guys, some very high, popular, famous motherfuckers. That's all it is. That's all. So it's the fact that, you know what I'm saying, she done fuck with Drake. She done rumored Jay-Z a long time ago. She done fuck with Chris Brown. She done fuck with some high.
She had a whole billionaire.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's just the way they present him. though. I'm just, come on, man. That man got a name. Like, you don't gotta be like that. Like, some ball. Like, damn, that's it. What's
Rihanna's last name?
Oh,
what's who?
Ain't she? Rihanna's last name? Ain't it Fenty or
Fenty.
Beauty Products?
Fenty, right?
Yeah. It's actually her name is Robin. I want to say Robin Rihanna or something. I forgot if Rihanna's in the middle, but it's really Robin Fenty is her name.
Yeah,
that's her name, Fenty.
So it might be Mr. Fenty.
Goodness, you know what I mean? That's even worse. You know what I'm saying?
He might take her last name.
Shit. I mean, he's with one of the most desirable women, in the world.
I get all of that. All I'm saying is, the man got a name. You don't have to call him some bull. That's all I'm saying. The man got a name. That's all I'm saying.
Same thing happened to Bobby Brown, Mark.
Yeah.
They was calling Bobby Brown Mr. Houston.
Yes.
They really were though.
They calling Bobby Brown Mr. Houston.
It be like that sometimes. Sometimes it be her that be having a bag or the popularity.
Listen, if I'm ASAP Rocky and I got Rihanna pregnant, I wouldn't give a fuck what anybody say about me.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either.
You hear me?
but I mean, it's cool that they've been rocking out for a minute. So I mean, it's not like one of these, like, yo, man, she met him and then a couple months later, this is the situation. Like, I mean, they got to know each other and all that. So I mean, that's what's up right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, it worked out. It works out for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like them together.
All right, so let's go to the next celebrity. God damn, we really got to talk about self-love.
What's happening?
Oh, damn.
Yikes. This is Carly Red in both pictures, and I asked, was this a real picture? And I was told yes. Is this really a real picture?
That's a real picture. It's a bad angle, but it's a real picture.
But that's really Carly Red in both
That
pictures?
is really Carly Red. Yeah,
So,
she did even more to her face lately. Yeah, it's horrible.
So is she got makeup on in one and I don't know. Maybe it's makeup in both. It just looked like she just looked.
I mean, did she have like a facial?
Did she have facelift or something like that?
She definitely did something to her lips. Her nose in that second picture, it looks a lot more pointy, so maybe her nose as well. But she definitely did her lips. Even this last season that I seen her, I was looking at her lips like, why they look just so big, like they hurt. It looked like they hurt. So yeah, that is a real picture of her. It's the bad angle, but that's what she looks like.
Carly Red was pretty the way she was, yo. Like I
She
just don't
really
understand.
was. She looks beautiful in that picture on the left. She looks good in that picture. Even though she's had surgery there too, she doesn't look as bad.
But you know what though? I'm gonna say like this. I think some, most people, they be just fine, right? But you know what I'm saying, they pick it themselves, or they might hear something like, oh yeah, this ain't right with her or whatever, and they'll just let that get in their head and they start picking at it. But then you got a couple dollars, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm gonna do something about it, right? Like I'm just like, yo, it's like some people, let people get in their head and then they start going overboard, like I mean, we seen it with Lil' Kim back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
And when you do one thing, you got to do another because now it's off. So if you get bigger lips, then now the rest of your face looks funny. So you got to fix the nose, and then you got to take this away. And
I think
it's like a car. You get one part of the car fixed, and another part of the car is up. You got to fix that part too.
But I just think it's just like, listen, I'm with like, look, if you want to, if this is what you feel you need to do, okay, go ahead, do it. But I'm just like, sometimes some people gotta stop and think before they do it. Like, you know what? I'm good how I am. Like, I ain't even tripping on what the media say or the blogs say or Shade Room or whoever the fuck. Like, I'm not even tripping on that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people just gotta just take it, just chill for a minute, and then just really, before you do anything, just think about it before you do it. That's all.
Yeah, because once you stop, once they say once you pop, you can't stop. And that's a lot of celebrities. Like even with Lil' Kim, like she was beautiful. When she was on the escalator, she was that chick. Yeah. And then she just did a little hair, and it just got to be so much where she's even sometimes unrecognizable. Same thing with another one from Love and Hip Hop. She almost died when she went overseas to Germany or somewhere. She went to get some stuff done to her body. She actually almost died. And still has gone back several times to do more surgery. So it's like sometimes you are a glutton for punishment, and you can't stop at all.
It seemed like it's an addiction.
I was about to
That's
say,
what it seemed like. Like if you keep going back to touch this, touch that, touch this, touch that, it seemed like an addiction.
Yep,
that's what it seemed like.
Hazel E, that's her name, Hazel E.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She actually went to I want to say it was Germany. She went overseas and was getting some stuff done to her body, and in the middle of the surgery, her body crashed on her, and she literally almost died. And then a few months later, was back on the gram talking about, oh, I can't wait to get my next surgery, and everybody was like, girl, you almost died, and you still going back? Like at this point, if you die, bye, because we're not going to care anymore. Same thing with K. Michelle. K. Michelle, with all her surgeries on her behind, she almost died too. Yeah. It's really bad. True. It's really bad.
So, all right, let's go to the next thing. Next celebrity to talk about. So, Cardi B wins a lawsuit against Tasha K.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Good for her. Good for her.
$4 million.
Yep.
Good for her.
From a superstar blogger.
Not even superstar.
Huh?
Not even superstar blogger.
I mean, because she's well known and she made money, but it's like, so she won $4 million with the defamation.
Yeah. Well, basically,
lawsuit, right?
Like out of all, like whatever she made, like out of all the views and all of that, because I'm like, her, like when she was saying her piece or whatever, she was getting paid a lot of money off that. All that money got to go back. You know what I'm saying?
And she's still talking.
Oh yeah, I mean, but here's the thing: some people, but see, you know what it is in this day and age, though, right? It's like when people lose, right? It's just like they still be talking shit. Like I don't know, we grew up, it didn't happen like that. You got your ass whooped, you just got your ass whooped, and that was it. But you know what I'm saying? Nowadays, people, this like I got to keep talking and keep trying to prove my point. You lost in court. You lost $4 million. I would shut the fuck up. Even if you got the money to pay it, I mean, which she probably do. You know what I'm saying? Between all them businesses, between her and her husband got, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not like they're gonna be like, yo, man, you gotta pay $4 million all at once. It don't really work that way. You know what I'm saying? You know, with the court stuff, they make you kind of pay like in certain installments and blah 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 blah, which you obviously can do. It's just like when one of these rappers buy a Bugatti or something like that. It's not like they pay, you know, $8 million for the car right then. It's just like, yo, they put them on a plan. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you pay this much a month or whatever, and then that's it. So, but still, it's still an L though, because it's still an L. You should just be like, yo, I'm gonna just fall back. You know what I'm saying? You know, but some of these bloggers, they want to be celebrities so bad, and they want to be, you know, push their name out there so bad, they'll just say and do anything. And I think she's one of those type people.
And the crazy thing is, she was asked, you know, just take the stuff down. I would just took the shit down and kept it moving.
She said it. She said she didn't take it down because she
was making money.
She was getting paid a lot of money, but she wasn't getting paid $4 million worth. I can tell you that right now. She was not, definitely not. And a lot of people, a lot of people that she was doing sponsors with have pulled from her. Like, nah, we're good.
Now, see, that hurts. I think that's the part that hurts.
You get them in their pocket. She ran her mouth, and she actually went on stand saying that she knew it was not true. She continued to do it because she tried to go under freedom of speech, and she tried to say that she's able to give her opinion, and talking bad about somebody on the line is not illegal. Well, now it is, and it's costing you $4 million.
It's not even so much talking bad, but it's like it's what she was saying wasn't true. Like, it's like, yo, like if she wanted to call somebody like, yo, you're a bitch, you a punk, blah 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 blah, she could say that, but you can't say shit that shit ain't true. And I'm gonna say it anyway. You can't do that.
Overboard. She went overboard. It's one thing to just talk shit for views, but because we you know, we're on YouTube also. We can just come in here and just start saying all kinds of stuff. But let the wrong person watch this video and we say something about a celebrity, and we continue for years, and start getting money and start getting paid and all of this stuff from it. That's not gonna fly.
I mean, it's like, and that's why I'm saying, like, when you giving your opinion, you know, especially, you know, like you got a show, you got a podcast, you got a blog or whatever. It's like you could talk all the shit you want about them, but it can't just be not true though. You know, like, oh yeah, like you
it's not going to get it over. You know what I'm saying? Like, just saying, oh yeah, Cardi B has herpes allegedly. Like, that's not going to work. She really went in. So just saying whatever you want to say and then throwing allegedly at the end of it, like an exclamation point, is not going to work. She really dug into the girl to the point where she had to actually go get tested for herpes. Right. She claimed she was on drugs while she had culture. It was just so much for years. And it wasn't about the money, because Cardi B obviously didn't need the money. But it was just the point to say, listen, stop.
Your name and your rep. That's just priceless.
But it's like, you know, when we do Monday's show, right? And I've, you know, and even on Wednesday's show, you know what I'm saying? I talked about Ben Simmons or whatever, right? I can call him a bitch, I can call him a bum, but I can't say, yo, his you know, if he's going through mental health, oh, that ain't real. If it's real to him, then it's real, and I have to respect what he's put out there. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I would never be like, yo, well, he faking that shit. And nah, I'm not gonna say that, because I don't know what that man is actually going through. Yeah. He could really be going through something. I just might not agree how he's handling it, and that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
There's a line to everything. You know, there's a line to everything.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
So the next thing, Kanye says he retrieved unreleased Kim Kardashian and Ray J sex tape. So apparently,
this story. Jeez, go ahead, Murph.
Yeah, so apparently it was a second one that was on a laptop. That Kanye, I think it was apparently Wack 100 was involved in this as well.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm gonna get to
so Kanye was able to retrieve the sex tape for Kim. This is after they separated or whatnot. Listen, y'all. If I do a sex tape with somebody, We're gonna record that shit. All right, let me give you an example. If we fuck at 5 p.m.,
Oh gosh.
we're gonna watch a sex tape at 7 p.m. and we're gonna delete that motherfucker at 8 p.m.
Get one good watch out of it and then it's gone.
Yo, what the fuck, yo? I don't understand that shit.
Some people keep them. Some people keep them. But in this particular case, you know, he did it. He mentioned, because I actually followed Hollywood Unlocked Jason Lee. I watched his shows all the time, and he mentioned that the point of Ye mentioning that is to mention that he was protecting her at that point, because the first tape had already came out, and all the backlash that came from that. When he got wind of the second one, in his mind, he was protecting her. But I mean, you know, there isn't such thing as dubbing and recording a tape. So maybe there was another copy made somewhere else. But nonetheless, let's just say the only copy of that was on that laptop. He got it and was able to, you know, show it to Kim K and say, hey, look, you know, don't worry about it. I got your back. This is my protection of you. It won't get out. And apparently she was relieved about it. But if that was the case, why mention it? Because now whatever backlash she was trying to avoid from having another tape out there, she's not going to get because you mentioned it. So if it was to do it in secret, then keep it to yourself.
I mean, you know, ain't nobody seeing it though.
One difference, like you just said, one difference. Hearing about it and actually letting the world see that shit.
Yeah,
totally different things.
Yeah. But once again, Whack 100, you know, puts himself in the middle of everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm like this guy, you know, if the phrase all promotion is good promotion could be a person, it's Whack 100. You know, like this guy's just in the middle of everything. He's even in the middle of this, and then somebody asked me, like, how do you get in the middle of this? I'm just like, well, you know, like he managed Ray J, so I can see how that can happen. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I'm just like, man, now you talk about, you know, defamation and all of that. Whack 100 better be careful, you know, because he just be sprouting off all type of shit. So Whack, be careful, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think anybody.
I'm like, man, be careful on that. You know what I'm saying? They, you know, somebody will haul your ass in the court.
All right, so
maybe.
So now let's get to some scenarios, right? Let's get to some scenarios.
Get some juicy stuff.
Now, the first scenario is still about somebody famous, but I just want to know what y'all thoughts are. It's probably mainly a Becca. I wish we had another female on here. Oh, my bad, y'all. Wish we had another lady.
Stop doing that, man. They hate me calling females.
So listen, I really thought Drew was gay. And and this has nothing to do with, I don't care if you're gay, but I just thought he was gay based off the scenes in Power. But this is his significant other in real life. And so it was like, the question is, could you marry a man who's willing to play a non-straight role in a TV show to provide for y'all's family? Now, of course, we know the double standard. The niggas probably wouldn't care if their wife is getting it on with a woman. It's double standard. We already know that shit, so no need to even bring that shit up. So I just said it. There's no need for y'all to say that shit, okay? We understand that. Now, back to the question. So, ladies, would y'all be able to...
What's that?
I don't know. Maybe it's the zombies.
Could be.
The zombie apocalypse is coming.
Okay. So, ladies, could y'all be married to... Could you let your husband play a gay actor with gay love scenes in a movie or a TV show? It's probably more significant in a TV show because it's over and over. A movie is one-time deal and it's done, but in a TV show, it's over and over. Ladies, would y'all be able to deal with that? Like, if you heterosexual and he's supposed to be, so I just wonder, can ladies will ladies be able to deal with that? Would that be okay with y'all?
I would say I will give my answer first. For me, speaking for me, because I have a degree in theater, I kind of understand it from a different perspective. I do know that these are just roles. However, the body reacts and doesn't know that what you're doing is from a script that you was given, right? So if you are aroused, this is real life. If you are aroused, if you're doing a love scene with someone, the body is going to react to being stimulated. So from what it seems, he is tonguing this man down. Like he is all into it, head twisted, saliva, everything. So he's really kissing this man for real. So if it was my husband, it would be difficult for me to watch. I will understand. But I'm not sure if I were able to just watch it and every week and just, be cool with it. I would probably want to just stay away from it. And even if it wasn't in reverse, because I've thought about this even when I was in theater, like, let's say, because I've always told y'all I was supposed to be in Hollywood. So let's say I have a husband and kids, and if it's time for me to do a love scene and I'm naked or topless and I'm, it's like Monsters Ball type of scene, and I'm on a couch with a old white man humping me and what would I do, right? How would I feel? And there's been many times that you speak to actors and actresses that say that they do have to protect themselves in regards to it not becoming a real thing. Men cover themselves because in those love scenes, they just may actually get erect because the body doesn't know that it's a script. The body's just being stimulated and is reacting to the stimulus. So it doesn't really know that it's just a scene, right? So there are times where that could lead into real life, maybe. So it would be difficult for me to see my husband do it. But if that's the bag and he's an actor, then I would have to understand. But it would be difficult to watch.
So, Maury, I'm not going to ask you if your lady was dealing with a lady. I'm not asking that because I feel like the answer was you wouldn't have no problem. But so let's say your significant other, your wife, is an actress, and a lot of her TV shows, she's in love scenes. Like Halle Berry, make me scream.
Make me feel good.
Make me feel good, Billy Bob, and shit like that. When people deal with somebody, and she's on a TV show, so every other episode she's tonguing down, kissing somebody, and having sex scenes with another guy.
It's tough, but I would say like this. I think my significant other will have to prepare me for that. Like, you can't just spring it on me, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, well, I'm going to set today and this is what I'm doing. Like, I'm just saying prepare me. When you know about it, just let me know about it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if she's an actress, and I mean they're paying her well to be on this show, and she's like, one of the main characters or whatever. I wouldn't like it, but I wouldn't tell her, nah, you can't do that, because who knows what else that's leading to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, especially if it go from now people jump from TV to movies and whatever. I'm just saying, just give me a heads up. Don't let me just get caught off guard. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. Right now, I'm gonna tell you, I couldn't be on the set when it's happening. I couldn't, because I mean, they gonna have to yell cut. Because I can see myself running on the set, like, whoa, wait a minute. No, babe, we acting, and I'm, what I'm saying? So I can't be on the set when it happens. Like, that's not going to work for me. So I'm going to just stay in my lane. Like, you know what I'm saying? And whoever the bull is, he might be a cool bull, but I don't really want to talk to the bull. I don't want to know him or nothing. Just, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I catch him in passing, you know what I mean? Oh, hey man, how you doing? Whatever. Okay, cool. But I don't really want to have a real conversation, you know what I mean, with that guy. No, I mean, he could be a cool dude or whatever, but I mean, I'm not really going, get the chance to actually know that. Just, you know, do what you got to do, but don't talk to me about nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I'm a feel about it.
And men say they're not jealous.
I mean, but that's your lady though. That's that's your lady. I mean, if it was just like, yeah, you know, like a 2 a.m. John, like, oh yeah, I'm an actress now. Oh, hey, you know, well, listen, give me a couple of them dollars off that bag. We good. You know, I'll talk to the boy and everything. Listen, this is how she like it though. I mean, you know, if you turn her like this to a left side, that's exactly, I'll be on the set coaching. You know what I'm saying? Get me a couple dollars from the director. Like, listen, I can make this love scene a little bit more steamy because this is how we did it last week in the car. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, you know. Hey, man, I mean, it's levels to it. But if it's my lady, though, it's no way, you know what I mean, for that you as a man, you know what I mean, you love this woman and you don't feel no type of way. You gonna feel some type of way. It's just, it's facts.
Yeah.
It's facts.
Yeah. So hey, Mark, so I definitely think you feel some kind of way with if you was Carmelo Anthony with Lala.
Yeah, I mean,
because the power.
They asked her about that. You know, they asked her about that, and they said that he didn't watch.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch it because the power scene, like a lot of shows, they will keep you under the cover. They have everything. You be naked in every section except your mid. You know what I'm saying? You may have something like the ladies have a real small bikini, and the guys maybe have like a bikini boxer kind of thing, so real small. Yo, and power, they be butt ass fucking naked.
No, they don't. They don't.
It's probably like camera trick or something. You know what I mean?
Okay,
it's all about angles and CGI, but they don't be completely naked. No.
If it's not naked, then they got some shit that just stays up in the front of the pussy and the dick because the ass be out.
Yeah, they do.
Not on the side. So it must have got some magic boxers and shit that's like this small. It must have got something called a dick boxer that only covers a dick because and
yeah, they do. They actually do have it's like you ever see women with pasties over their nipples? It's like that. It's like that for down there too. So yeah, and it's very small and it covers just what it needs to. So that way you can't, you know, but it's all about angles too, like right angle and stuff. So yeah.
Well, them motherfuckers experts because shit.
It looks real.
It looks real as shit.
Yeah.
It looks real as shit. I be trying to catch them slipping. I be trying to see if I can see Tasha, Lala, one of the see if I see some pink.
Goodbye.
Yo, but
you be tonguing that little college boy down. That's a lot.
But you know,
imagine being with him and
I'm gonna say like this, right? You know what's crazy though? Like, you know, when you watch some of these TV shows like Power or whatever, or any other show that you might watch, and it's just like, all right, that's your lady, but she's on the TV, but she kind of makes the same noises that she does with you, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, your lady might get like a little bit excited. Not that, you know, it's acting, but you know what I'm saying? That could be in the back of your mind, like, yo, she laughing like a little chipmunk. Wait a minute, hold up, she do that shit with me. Yeah, I mean,
well, it's
I'm just saying,
real.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I can see how a dude or female, you know, could feel some type of maybe not overboard, but they could feel a little some way about that. Like, really, you know what I mean? Because that's how you do with me. Like, you ain't have to go like there. Like, I can see that conversation happening with two people. You know what I mean? With the actor and the person that they with.
Strippers. Like men dating strippers, like they find it hard to date strippers or exotic dancers or women who are in porn, because they can't separate it.
Well, then why would you date them then? That don't make any goddamn sense.
Yeah, I've heard of this before. Now, this didn't happen to me. I've dated a stripper before, but this didn't happen to me. But I've heard that before. You know what I'm saying? You know, because sometimes I go down, you know what I mean, to a job before she get off or whatever, and you see some of the regulars or whatever, and they talking like, you know, one boy he was with this chick, and another boy he married, but he with this chick or whatever. But you could tell like it's hard for them to separate. You know what I'm saying? You know, like just whatever arrangement they got from what they want their fantasy to be. So it's crazy for them. You know what I'm saying? And she would talk to me about shit like this all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, that's wild, right? But I've seen it before. Like it's real crazy. So I can imagine if you know your woman's an actress and she does roles like this. I'm just, whew, you know what I mean? It's tough. I'm gonna say like this, it's tough. It's tough. I think the ladies could handle that a little bit better than we can. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I mean, if you guys watched the Janet Jackson documentary, her and Renee were together a really long time, and Renee was the one who was directing all her videos, all her sexy videos, like Again and the one where she's on the chair. He would direct her stage shows where she would bring a guy on stage and dance with him while he's on the chair. Her man Renee that she was with all that time did it, and they was asking, like, if you one of the, I guess the confessionals, they asked him, like, you know, how do you feel? One of the dudes that she was in the video with was like, you know, are you single? And she's like, no, I'm not. And he says, well, how does your man feel about you doing all of the stuff? And she was like, my man's right there. He's the one telling you to kiss me and touch me and do all of that stuff. And so do you guys know the video Again, the dude that had the locks with the light eyes? I forgot his name.
I would have to see it. I mean,
it was that video where he went in her pants and pulled the chain out and had the chain on her stomach. That video. And he was, you know, I guess he might have been interested in her and was asking, like, are you single? And she was like, no. And she was like, oh yeah, I do have a man, and my man is okay with you touching me this way in this video because he's the one directing us. He's right there. And she said he was shocked, like, after that, like, damn.
I think I would be a little shocked too, especially if I didn't know. I'd probably be shocked too.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to see that.
Like, yeah, my man right there. I mean, you can talk to him about it. Like, whoa, shit.
Hey, now let me respond to Rob, because Rob said, really, Merv. Yes, let me tell you, I always look for the oops. I always look for the oopsie daisies in every sex scene. And let me tell you something, because if you go back to Boomerang with Eddie Murphy, when he fucked Robert Givens for the first time, they actually showed, it was supposed to be undercover, but they showed her ass, and they were trying to act like it was supposed to be naked, but she had panties on, so you didn't see nothing. But they didn't realize they had oopsie daisy. But she had panties on, so you ain't miss shit. But yeah, Rob, I look for oopsie daisies.
Well, I'm quite sure they don't let that, you know, like, especially now that actually make it to the TV. They probably go to editing and, all right, we got to cut that out. Yeah, I mean, not Power though, because Power just let shit slide. Yeah, they definitely let shit learn.
I know they have a lot of unseen footage in Power.
Oh yeah.
I already know.
And let me tell you something. I don't even want to be in Power, but if they ever have, you could come watch us direct this shit,
or be an extra in it,
or extra. But just listen, just me watching all them nakedness, women, because y'all like to take shit too far. I'm talking about the women in Power. Goddamn it, watch all the I would love to see Carrie before she killed her goddamn self.
Oh boy.
All right, so moving on.
Moving on.
I second that, Merv.
Moving on.
I second that.
Yo, I
She's
got
something. A
something.
woman.
I got something for y'all ass.
Oh boy.
I got something. No, because god damn. You know what?
Look, you see this?
You can't read
this?
No. You can't read it. That's okay though.
But I can read the top headline. That's good enough.
No, I can read it.
No, we can read the whole thing. I can see it.
I'm not reading the whole thing. I'm just reading the top headline.
I'm gonna read it for y'all because I need a people that's listening to understand. They can't read that shit. So, all right. So the title says, "My dying wife asked me if I'd be okay if she had sex with her ex one last time." So here's a goddamn scenario, y'all. Here's a scenario. I can't have this tied to my main, but I really need to say something about it, and I have no one I can tell. My wife has a terminal disease. She is projected to live at most 9 months. I am, of course, destroyed. We've been together for a decade. 10 years for y'all. 10 years for y'all simple motherfuckers. A decade is 10 years, okay? So they've been together 10 years. Now, I don't remember life without her, and I don't know what I'm going to do when she's gone. I've been doing my best to make the last days of her life good and grant whatever wish I can. The doctor said that she is likely to need a wheelchair in 4 or 5 months. Then by month 8, she'll be bedridden for the last few weeks. That's if she doesn't decline faster. Recently, my wife sat me down and told me that one of the last things she wanted to do was have sex with a previous partner of hers. Of course, I was shocked, and when I asked why the fuck she wants that, so basically she thinks that her most physically compatible, satisfying lover was him. She gave a whole monologue about how sex sometimes is just physical and how emotionally fulfilling sex is with me, but it was bullshit to get to that point. So now I'm left with this: deny my dying wife a wish for her, for my own ego, or let her go fuck another man who she feels was better. Honestly, I'm so pissed off and betrayed that she asked me this. I feel like I'm put in a position where I have to say yes because she is dying. I know what I want to say, but I don't know if that's right. I'm so hurt that sex with an ex was apparently so good that she needs to do it once again before she dies. I just hate everything about this.
Me too.
Yo, what y'all doing, yo? Your
That's-
dying spouse on their deathbed. Their doctor said you got 8 months max. In 4 months, you're gonna be paralyzed to a wheelchair. So you only got 4 months of living normal life, sound like. And in those 4 months, your wife or husband, your spouse, ask you to let them fuck their ex one last time. What the fuck y'all saying with that, yo?
Man,
You want to die today because it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You're just going to die unhappy. I don't know what to tell you. You're just going to die unhappy because it's not happening. Sorry.
That's wild.
It's not
You
happening.
know, because I'm gonna say, like, in my mind, I'm gonna think like, I think she done this shit already. I think she just wants to legitimize it now. But I think she's been with the ex already. That's how I'm gonna think. I think that already happened. She just wanted to happen again, but she wanted to be on, like, I don't know, clean terms where she don't got to sneak around and shit. You know what I mean? To do it that one last time. So I'm already feeling some type of way about that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like, man, you know, like, I'm already feeling some type of way like that. And then, man, you know what I'm saying? There's no way I could say, oh, yeah, it's okay. Because I'm already think she already did it. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, all right. You know what I mean? Shoot, let me make sure we got our affairs in order. You know what I'm saying? Life insurance policy, cool. Like, everything. I talked to Merv about the life insurance policy. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right. You know, right. I'm like, man, you know, I mean, because that's how I'm looking at it.
I just Blue Cross Blue Shield, make sure all my shit is right.
Like, I just think it already happened if she asked me. That's just what I'm thinking. I'm thinking she already did it.
Yeah, it's not happening. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to.
Y'all denying y'all spouse their dying wish?
I sure am.
Yeah, that one. Ask for something else. Like,
I'm sure.
Ask for something else. You know what
if
I mean?
You want to make a wish foundation, your last wish is to meet somebody famous. Okay, great. Write somebody and say, hey, my husband's dying. He wants to meet you before he croaks. Okay, great. All that other shit, absolutely not. At this point, you dying, you probably can't even feel your dick no more. Hell no. Nope.
That part might work though. You know what I'm saying? The rest of them might not, but that motherfucker might salute like a flag. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know?
Yo, my husband said he gonna say do me and fade to black. Really, babe? Okay. He's not lying, y'all. My husband be like, peace out. He really will fade to black. He'll be out.
That shit wild.
That's right, Tina. You done and thinking about somebody else? Listen, nah, man, that ain't gonna happen.
Listen, hey, I bet you know, most people marry somebody being in love with somebody else. Believe it or not, probably about 50,
I can see that.
Probably
I can see that.
About 50% of people marry someone being in love with somebody else. And they're marrying that person for a situational purpose. Like the other one that they really love with is not available anymore.
Listen, yeah, you're exactly. Your mind's already made up. You're dying, and at this point, you're on your deathbed, and you are thinking about not just the fact that you're going to die, but the fact that you might die without having sex with this one last person one last time. No, ain't no way. At this point, if you're plugged in, I'm unplugging your ass. Sorry.
God damn.
Rest in peace, my nigga.
That's why I think it already happened. That's how I feel. I think it already happened.
All right, but so y'all can't give them at least the respect that they came and asked you that.
Absolutely not.
I'm like, man, listen. I think it already happened if they asked me that.
Look at
I
this.
think it already went down.
Violent husband. I might kick the damn bed over.
I think it's a video, for real, or something, a ball flipping the bed over. But it was under a different context. But you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking when Rob just said that, like, I don't know, this chick, said, yo, this dude was looking for his cell phone. She like, I don't know where it is, right? Or whatever. And she was just talking to the boy Greasy, and he flipped the bed over with her on it, and then she hit her head on the wall and shit.
Y'all seen that movie Tyler Perry made? She dumped that nigga right in the tub, and he from the wheelchair. When you don't care, you don't care.
Yeah.
Hey, absolutely. Tina, but respond to Tina, that is crazy. But Tina, I'm telling you, over 50% marry somebody because of situational purposes, like that person's not available, or they done pass the point of no return, and they're scared to damn break off the engagement, or they got kids. They ain't pull out fast enough. Now I got a kid and shit. I got a second kid, and like try to be together for the kids, even though they're in love with him or he's in love with her. That shit happens a lot. I'm telling y'all, half of the marriages, those two people are not equally in love with one another. One of them is in love with the spouse, and one of them is in love with somebody else that they're scared to go be with, or that person ain't available. So they just say, fuck it. You the last person standing, or you the last person available. I'm going to marry you before I have nobody else to marry. So
that's sad too.
What that tells me,
that is very sad.
What that tells me, that situation, that the person probably was married at that time and now divorced, or they wasn't available, or when she didn't want him at the time, when she was ready, by the time she was ready, he already married somebody else. And now either for some reason he's available now, and he wants to have that magic one last time. But I'm telling you this: if your spouse asks you that, just know you wasn't the one. you might have been you was either number 2 or number fucking 3, but you was definitely not the one. Especially if a woman asks you that, my nigga. If a woman asks you if they can have sex with somebody else one last time before they die, you definitely wasn't one, because women not like that. Now, nigga might be like, "Hey, that pussy was good. You mind if I go get that shit one last time? Yo, I only got 8 months to live. Yo, you only live once."
No. Now, what if God performs a miracle and you don't die and you continue to live? Because there have been people who have been given death sentences and still lived. So what if some miracle happened and you don't die at the 8th or 9th month, and now we're at the 11th or 12th month, and you don't already had sex with your ex that I knew you wanted to have sex with, and let's say I said yes, and then you don't die? Oh, now you're gonna really die. Now you're going to really die. As a matter of fact, let me just go ahead and save you now and tell you no. Absolutely not. Nope, not going to happen.
You know,
Because either way, you're gonna die. You're gonna die if I say no and you don't do it, or you're gonna die if you do it and they continue to live. So it doesn't matter. The end result is that you're dead. So let's just go ahead and get it over with.
You know what this remind me of?
Yes. What are we celebrating, Tina? My divorce.
Hey, listen, this remind me of about 10 years ago, there was on Young and the Restless, Victor asked his wife, first wife and child's mother was dying. And Victor asked his current wife, I need a divorce because my ex-wife wants to die being married to me. So he got divorced from his current wife so he can marry his wife while on her deathbed so she can die being the wife of her first love. And the mother.
Who was that?
Victor Newman of Young and the Restless.
Oh, this is a TV show? I thought it was real life.
No, not real life. But
no.
So the wife divorced because it was like, all right, she's dying. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, dying was no sexual contact. They got married in the hospital room and just gonna die as Miss Victor Newman, right? Man, this motherfucker lived. And Victor didn't no divorce.
See? I'm not even gonna let that happen.
I mean,
no, absolutely not.
I think it's this show that came on like maybe a few years ago called The Affair, and the dude, he was like he was given like 6 months to live or whatever, some type of aggressive cancer that he had, and he was married. He was no, they weren't married, but you know they were serious about each other or whatever, right? But she already had like 4 kids and couldn't have no more kids or whatever. All the kids were grown, right? Uh-huh. And the lady who lived next door, you know what I'm saying, young John, she ain't had no kids or whatever, right? But she was like the babysitter or whatever, I think to the youngest or whatever, like maybe a teenager or something like that. So she looked out for that bull. But then, you know what I'm saying, she couldn't have no kids or whatever. And then one day, you know what I mean, he done popped the babysitter or whatever. But you know what I'm saying, she got pregnant. You know what I'm saying? But she was cool about it. She ain't, you know, run off. She was mad, but she ain't like leave him or nothing like that. So I just like, apparently this probably happens in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm sure it does, but it won't happen in my life.
Yeah. So let's go to the next topic. All right. So this one says, has there ever been a case where someone came to their partner with, we need to take a break, and it ended with a lasting, healthy relationship? Is that I think that when those words are said, the relationship should be cut right then and there because it's otherwise pretty much guaranteed to be over. So what y'all think about what y'all think about that? Have y'all ever been in past relationship where y'all like, we need to take a break and y'all end up back together?
No.
In the past?
No.
Yeah.
Once we break. I don't double back. I've never been with an ex twice. Ain't no ex I want to go back to, obviously. So no.
Nah, I think it's more like, you know, like it came up, but then it's just like when she wanted to come back, it's just I didn't want to give up the life that I was leading again. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like, well, I mean, we could work on it, but this shit too much fun right now, so I can't really help you out. You know what I'm saying? You know, whatever. I was like, yeah, a break's not good for me personally. It ain't good for me, you know, because shit happens. You know what I'm saying? So I just like,
yeah. Ain't no break.
So yeah, I was the last situation I was in. We was living together with our child, and they idea was for us to separate, to work on, to separate, then date again, and work on getting the family back together. Yeah, that should never happen. That should end up becoming permanent. So that shit is crazy for you. Never came back. Yeah, same here.
I don't see how that happens.
Yeah, for me, a break, that means so you know, we can condition ourselves to do certain things, right? Or to not do certain things. And when you're with someone and you take a break from them, you go into the other side of conditioning. So like if you're single and you've been living a single life and you get into a relationship, you gotta condition yourself to maneuver and move like you're in a relationship, right? So there's certain things you either stop doing or you start doing. Same way in reverse. If you're in a relationship and you go take a break, or you're single, then you condition yourself to live that particular life. So if you take a break from someone, you're putting yourself in a situation to get used to not being with that person.
Yeah.
And then at some
So let me ask you
point,
this.
you stay there.
Beck,
and
let
you
me ask
don't
you
go
this.
back.
Let me ask you this. Is there a situation where you got the title boyfriend, girlfriend? Is there a situation, Mark, same thing. You got title boyfriend, girlfriend. Do you think it's a situation where y'all can break up far as like the title, but y'all still date? They try to work on it. Y'all go from boyfriend, girlfriend just to be friends and start over. I'm playing devil's advocate. Can you see that happening? Like, okay, you know what? We need to reset. We need to start the fuck over. We're gonna drop the title. We're gonna break up, and we're gonna start over and start dating again.
See, that don't work. See, it won't work for me because I'm just like, listen, I know me, and then I know my friends ain't shit. So I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? So you got like, yo, look, I'm like, hey, we broken up. There's some fun out here. My friends, you know, they ain't shit, and that's the way they are. So they already setting shit up, you know what I mean, for you already. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? It'll be rough, you know, to kind of get back to a good place because I'm just like already know, you know, what they trying to line up for me, and me, I'ma just fall right in it. It just ain't gonna be good. Like a break of any kind ain't good. I understand, like you know, if we together and we got to work through some shit, okay, cool, I got you. But yo, let's break up, but we still gonna act like we together without the title. Oh man, you know what I mean? It's gonna be it's gonna be a bunch of shit she don't like. Like I'm letting you know right now.
I'm gonna add a little bit to it. Tina, did you want? I mean, damn, Beck, did you want to respond to that before I add a little something to it?
I think that there is it is a possibility to change the dynamics of the relationship. Like, let's say whatever is happening at the moment is not working, and you guys have to switch some shit up. Then that is possible. Some people may say, you know, when you say break, that means that you completely have separated. The example that you gave is pretty much just kind of taking a step back, maybe reevaluating the relationship, and then going forward a different way. That's basically just changing the dynamics of it, or just switching it up a little bit. But when I hear break, I mean like totally not together anymore. You go your way, I go mine. Whatever happens during those times is none of each other's business, I guess. But then at some point you miss each other. You want to go back to what you used to, but you kind of want to come back together a different way. And for me, I don't see the point of a break. Then just have a talk, change some shit up, and go forward with the relationship another way. But once you break, you bye. Like there's no coming back. Because at that point, we should have exhausted whatever we could to fix the relationship. If we don't want to be together anymore, whether it's for a day or for a year, then let's just stay away. Because if I don't want to be with you, that reason I don't want to be with you may still be there, and I don't want to go back to that.
Okay. So you got some people, and so you got some people that dates, right? And they don't want to put a title on it. They don't rush to put a title on it because some people feel, men and women have felt that titles fuck things up. And let's say everything was great, they put a title on it, and that's when shit got fucked up. And then it was like, you know what? We was better without the title. And they dropped the title and try to go and go back that. Have either one of y'all known people to be like, they feel like titles fuck things up, so they don't want to they really don't be wanting to give titles. They do everything just like their boyfriend, girlfriend, but just don't do the title shit. Y'all know
I've heard that before. I had I have a friend, who was like that. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm just like, yo, like, oh yeah, well, like he he won't get married to or whatever, right? But I mean, like, motherfucker, like, y'all show up everywhere together, y'all, you know what I mean, do business together, y'all do all type of shit. Y'all got kids together, just like, I mean, I get it, but then I don't get it because I'm just like, y'all do everything much like some two people who are married do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, it's not that, we're married legally or whatever, but I'm just like, man, and I told him, I'm like, yo, dude, you in Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? Shoot, she gonna be a common law wife in about like a year or two anyway. So I'm just like, I like, look, either way, you're gonna be married in a couple years, whether you want to or not, because that's listen, if the shit took a turn for the worse, she can go to court and just be like, oh, well, we've been together for 10 years. And I'm like, motherfucker, you're already on 8. You know what I mean? Guess what? Judge going to side with her in Pennsylvania. But what I'm saying is that they do everything together. You know what I mean? They show up everywhere together. They obviously like each other. They enjoy each other company or whatever. I found that a little bit odd to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's more on him because it's just like, oh, man, well, we get married and this shit, you know what I mean, might go left. I'm like, well, it ain't went left in 8 years. You've been with her 8 years, boy. Like I don't really understand his reasoning on that. So I don't understand it.
So I'm going to answer that for you. Hopefully, just don't jump into another pod because this actually could be a whole pod topic.
It really can.
What we're drifting into can be a whole pod topic.
Yes,
but,
it can.
There's a reason for that, and the more.
All right, just touch on it a little bit, just so I can.
Okay, all right, cool. Okay. So basically, a lot of times, the more serious and the more advanced and the higher the title in a relationship, the more things change. So, like, men get married expecting the woman to stay the exact same. A lot of times, women get married and expect the husband to change. So, a lot of things they may accept when they're just boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay.
As a husband, they expect them to correct that immediately. And so it's a lot of things. Every time you get deeper, expectations change. If we just dating, we got certain expectations. When we become boyfriend and girlfriend, those expectations change. When we become fiance, about to get married to one another, expectations change. When we become husband and wife, expectations change.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Okay.
And that's real shit.
I can agree with that because a lot of people have asked me, how does it feel to be married? And in regards to before we were married, it's the same. But just like what you said, Merv, when you're married, there's a lot of other things that come with the title of wife, right? So even this may not seem to be the case because people get divorced so quickly, but there are more expectations. There is more responsibility. There are more things that you're held accountable for in a marriage versus a relationship. So some people feel like once you tell her, once you propose with wife, the responsibility, the accountability, the expectations that she's going to request of him from a husband as her husband will be different as her boyfriend. So when you hear women talk about why they want to get married or the reasons why they got married or things regarding marriage, they usually say, I want more. Again, Janet Jackson, the reason she broke up with JD after being with him for 9 years is because she wasn't giving him what she wanted. She wanted more, right? The more she wanted was the marriage, kids, and all of that. So when you think about situations like that, people avoid taking that next step to avoid the expectation, accountability, and responsibility that comes with that next step.
I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, I really get it. I'm just saying, yo, like, dude, we hang out sometimes. I mean, you really be like, you act accordingly. Ain't nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got love for her, love the kids. You know what I'm saying? Her, you know, you good with her family, she good with yours. Like,
Hey, put
I
that
mean,
back up.
when I say everything's in line, y'all take trips, y'all do business. Like, I'm just, I mean,
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
and you don't cheat, you don't do none of that shit. Like,
Hey, Mark,
it's
what
wild.
Mark, you see what Tina just wrote?
16 years. Wow.
Tina B said, my uncle was with his girlfriend for 16 years and had 3 kids. And then after 16 years of being together, they decided to have a big wedding and got divorced after a year. Like when you get married,
I would say. I wonder what changed.
They got married.
The responsibility, everything else,
the expectations,
yep.
the expectations, and shit that the expectations and the toleration change.
Yep.
You know what? I'm, you know, cause just like you said, you know, I ain't gonna have you go on. We gonna table it right here. I just don't get it, but we gonna table it right here.
Man, we can make that next part. We can make that next part because we can really dive in that. We can really get nose dive in that. So
that'd be a good one.
We can make that next part. And so all right.
What you got next, Merv?
Shit, Mark got me ready to talk about that shit. But no, Wednesday.
Please
Brad, can we do that next Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
You cool with that?
Yeah, we can. I'm with you. I'm down for that.
We'll do that next Wednesday.
Yep, we could do that.
All right, so Tina B posted this, right? It said, in order for sex to be fire, at least one of y'all had to be a hoe before. Don't argue with me. Again, I'll tell you what it says. In order for the sex to be fire, to be lit, at least one of y'all had to be a hoe before. Don't argue with me. Listen, I mean, I think it's some truth in that shit, yo. Like hoe might be the wrong word, but y'all understand what the fuck that shit is saying. Y'all understand what the fuck that shit is saying?
Yeah,
yo. At least one of y'all.
Especially if you have one that's more sexually reserved, that one that has had the experience.
Yeah,
maybe able to bring that out of the person. Experience and big air quotes, right? Big air quotes. The experience. Maybe able to teach the other person something. So yeah, there is some truth to that. Now, if they both have experience, then it's an explosion. But if one just has more experience than the other, I guess part of the fun would be teaching. And then the other person just has to kind of be more open to being taught some of those hoish ways. But yeah, I guess there's truth to that.
I think it was Exhibit. Mark, you used to listen to Exhibit back in the day?
Yeah.
I think it was Exhibit. And correct me if I'm wrong, because Exhibit got a fucking song where he was talking to this girl and shit. And he was like, you should be thanking these bitches. Fucking them got me ability to fuck you better. That was the sense of the fucking song.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, yo, everything before you get good at anything, it takes practice. So, I mean, everybody, yo, two versions is not gonna have no fire ass sex, yo.
No.
It's either got to be 2 teachers or 1 teacher and 1 student. 2 students?
Well,
nah.
I would say like this. I'm not going to say, you know, that you have to be a hoe or one person got to be a hoe or whatever, right? Because I'm like,
experience, Mark. We say experience.
Oh, well, experience. But no, but what I'm saying is that, you know what I'm saying? Now, I heard this story before, right? Like this bull, he, you know what I'm saying? He met this porn star or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, he didn't have sex with a lot of girls or whatever, but he had sex with this porn star and then he had sex with her again and again and again. I'm just saying he got his experience from her and then, you know, had a girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? You know, a couple years down the line or whatever. But he hadn't, you know, they were saying he hadn't been with that many people. But, you know what I'm saying? You know, like he was putting it on her, but probably from that experience being with the porn star. You know what I'm saying?
She got taught.
So yeah, he got taught. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he had to be like out there to, you know what I'm saying? You know, to learn his experience. He learned it from like.
There you go, Tina. Tina got my motherfucking back. Hey, Tina, I don't know what the fuck been going on lately, but me and you been seeing eye to eye. I don't know what the fuck the universe is doing because normally we beefing all. We don't agree on shit. But the last 24 hours, ever since the power shit, we've been here. I don't know what the fuck going on.
Power is your love language.
Man. Hey, man, go back to disagreeing with Merv, man. You know what I mean? You know, you can leave me out of that.
She be in the chat for 4-5 hours talking about power. Power is Tina's love language.
So, but yeah, that's the song right there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Make me pull my hair.
Okay.
I
just like, man, you know, I think I don't know, when you deal with somebody, it seems like one person is going to be more experienced than the other. I don't ever think that's going to be equally yoked. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't see it happening that way.
Yeah, but if the other one is if both is okay, if she's coachable, or if the person less experienced is coachable and willing to absorb it, y'all can become equally yoked.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We can become that way. Absolutely.
A lot of times, motherfuckers is rejected. You know what I'm saying? Like the last situation where I was in, they rejected that shit. Like it was just like, yo, like
sometimes it's tough to, you know, it's tough sometimes to.
I mean, but you can't
get that.
You can't be fucking pretty though. Like you can't fuck pretty.
No, it's not supposed to be pretty. It's supposed to be, you know.
Exactly, but this motherfucker want to fuck pretty and shit and wants to. That's nasty.
Hey, you gonna get a couple like that too.
Yeah, you will.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? You like,
but you want me to stay? But you want me to stay just with you? Okay. I need you to rise up. I need you to rise the fuck up.
Man, shit, should be wild though. Man.
So speaking of this,
moving on.
Huh?
Moving on.
Hey, moving on. So, but speaking of fire ass sex, can you go celibate at 37 years old with 2 kids and expect a man to accept that shit until y'all get married? So this lady right here went on with Kevin Samuels, and Kevin Samuels said, "You must be out your fucking mind. I wish you shit." He said, "Shit. I wish I would." How you gonna be celibate and you done birthed 2 kids? 2 kids done came out your pussy, but you gonna come tell my grown ass self at you 37 years old that you gonna be celibate until marriage? And you expect me to? That nigga say, "Shit, you out your rabbit ass mind." So let me ask y'all this, y'all. Women, do y'all really feel y'all could go celibate at 37 years old after having, and you got 2 kids, and have a man accept that shit until marriage? Do y'all really believe that's realistic? Like,
yes, I know somebody like that.
You know somebody like what?
I know somebody. Actually, the celibate is for virgins. When you're refraining from marriage and all of that before you have sex. The correct term is abstinent. So that means that you have already had sex or already have children, and you're refraining from sex for a certain time frame. I know someone like that has a child and has just decided that. And I want to say that this person has been abstinent for 4, 5, 6 years. It's been a while. It's been a really long time.
Wait. Yo, she done had kids. She done had an orgasm. And
she has 1 child, yes. I know someone like that.
Well,
and she's in a relationship and has mentioned it to this dude. Yes, it's possible. It's rare, but it's possible.
What age is she? Like what age? In the 30s or 40s?
40s.
20s? She in the 40s? God damn, she got a boyfriend?
She's dating someone now, and they
How long have they dated? How long have they dated?
Over a year.
Damn.
God.
Well, he's fucking somebody else.
Stop it. I don't think that he is.
No,
But
he's definitely fucking
it's
somebody else.
possible.
Yeah,
It's possible to
Look,
take a
he's
break
fucking
from
somebody
that.
else.
That's a little selfish. That's a little selfish. You know what I mean?
He's not, listen,
Not
he's
if-
not gonna rush her. He's not gonna rush her. He's just gonna fuck somebody else until they get married.
I
Hold
hope
up,
not.
hold up. Is he an older guy or he young?
He's younger.
Oh,
God.
he's fucking somebody. Hey, listen. I hope your friend ain't watching this shit, but he's definitely fucking somebody. And all he's gonna do, he got a sneaky link. Who said that?
Absolutely.
Who put that shit up? Jamal Long. Hey, thanks for joining the show because I think it's my first time to see your comment. Yeah, he definitely has a sneaky link.
Shoot, probably at work.
Hey, listen, that's the best way to do it. Then you don't break no pattern.
But it's
Probably at work.
But it is possible.
Hey, sweetheart, I'm staying a little late at work.
Hey,
Dumb.
but listen, just hey, I hope you didn't share this show on your page because she's gonna be upset. Hey, Jamal said, "Peace, fam. Peace, God. Word to the God. I'm out."
What's his name?
Hey, listen. I'll play that dog. I'll play that dog and pony show in the beginning if she want to see if I'm a good dude. All right. But once I show you I'm a good dude, that's been a certain length of time.
Well, they're both in the church, so it's different. It's different. But
wait, time out. Can I say
Don't
something?
do that. Don't do that, Merv.
Go there, Merv. Go there.
Some of the biggest hoes that I've known has come from motherfucking church. Some of the biggest freaks that I've known has come from motherfucking church. Some of the nastiest have come from church. So that didn't make me feel
the experience.
Okay,
go
my bad.
there.
Hey, listen.
Experience.
Some of the all caps experience quotations, motherfuckers I've ever met in my life has come from church. So that didn't make me feel nowhere better.
Okay. I'll be quiet now.
Hey, oh no, shit. I know some more faithful motherfuckers from the streets. I know some more conservative motherfuckers from the streets.
Hey, listen.
But it is possible, and it does take what's the right word I'm looking for? I wouldn't say strength.
You need several words. It takes a lot of words.
Willpower is the word I'm looking for.
It takes willpower. It takes prayer. It takes Jesus. It takes God. It takes no other options because a nigga, most people are fearful of their options.
You do not need to be laughing that hard, bro. You're laughing too hard. Don't do that.
Yo.
Hey, listen, that's not the original. That's what Chris Rock said. It's as faithful as his options. It takes Vaseline, hope, prayer, and Pornhub.
Goodness.
Listen, you know what? She must be got the rose. She got that fucking rose, Mark.
Man.
Hey,
Yo.
Listen.
I'm so sick of y'all.
Listen, what's that movie, The Perfect Wedding? No, Jump the Broom. Listen, that's just a movie, y'all, because they did that same shit. She went abstinence and shit, and Jump the Broom, and it lasted. It's just a movie, y'all. That's just a movie.
Yeah,
but you know what? Okay, let me say this. They might do it. She might meet a guy. He might really be faithful. I'm halfway serious. I'm halfway joking, more serious than joking, but it's a possibility, right? All I'm saying is I'm not doing it.
I'm like, man, it's no way I could do it. Like, you can't even put that on the table. No.
Nah.
You can't even put that out there. Like, that's just That's just bad energy right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, damn.
I can't marry somebody without knowing what their pussy like. Ain't no fucking way. Because if this shit is not good, what the fuck am I supposed to do for the rest of eternity? What the fuck I'm supposed to do for the rest of eternity if they say trash? You know what I'm saying? And, every time they suck my dick, I come with goddamn teeth marks. And I goddamn, what the fuck am I supposed to do for the rest of eternity?
Man, teeth marks. Oh,
goodness. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm about you, because you won't be abstinence. No, I'm gonna be abstinent from your ass. hey. Take your kindergarten ass to the elementary school and find yourself a goddamn boyfriend. Because you in your second childhood talking about you abstinence after you got down and had a whole baby come out.
Don't abstinence shame, Merv.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, some
people refrain from sex for several reasons.
A motherfucker apologize.
Man, look, that.
Jesus, fix it.
Well, you know, look, we adults, man. Everything need to be on the table as adults. I'm sorry, it gotta be on the table. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, wait a minute, y'all mean you attracted to me? I'm attracted to you, and you telling me it ain't going down? Like, I'm not. I can't.
And we above 35. We grown.
Yeah.
40.
We didn't live. We didn't live. Like, what?
Yeah. Hey, okay, fuck it. Let's go to Vegas. We getting married tomorrow.
Shit.
Hey, guess what, Mark? And we getting annulled in 30 days. Hey, shit.
Man.
Moving on.
All right, move along. Move along.
That is funny.
Move along. I said the most bullshit shit for the last goddamn post. Apple is working on developing a smart wedding ring which will let your partner know your location, where they have been, and if they take the motherfucking ring off.
That's not true.
Hey, it's good
I
talking
refuse to believe that.
Hey, listen, Apple always trying to be the first one. You know, y'all follow Apple like a cult. Y'all follow Apple like a motherfucking cult, yo.
Yeah.
Like, you can't listen. In the black community, you can't say shit about Apple, and you can't say shit about Beyonce. Oh, y'all ready to fight?
Yeah, true.
Right.
In the black community, Apple and Beyonce, y'all can't. They untouchable in the black community. You talk shit about those two things that you fucking want. You automatically hate her, and they're ready to goddamn fight. She also measures your heart rate. Yeah, exactly. So let me ask y'all this: would y'all Apple users, y'all iPhone users,
yes,
y'all iPad users, y'all iMac users, y'all the same motherfuckers that said top 5 things that make a man sexy. Number 3 on that list is having a fucking iPhone. Top 5 things that make a man sexy. Number 3 out of that top 5 is when a man have an iPhone. So all y'all iPhone Apple coat users, are y'all wearing this fucking Apple iPad iPod ring? Huh?
No, I'm not.
No.
Dumb.
I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? That's grounds for a divorce. Even if you ask, even if your partner asks you, you know what, we getting divorced. I'm not. I'm not seriously. I'm just not gonna do it. You know, I'm like, yo, that thing track every move, and then if you take it off, I'm just like, I mean, who am I, Tariq from Power? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm just like, I'm not doing it.
Low Jack for marriage.
I'm just like, man, you know.
But
I'm like, dang.
But is it really far fetched? Because Apple got that find my phone shit. That's just
I mean, they got the Apple Watch, so I'm sure it's possible because the features is somewhat similar to what's already on the phone or the Apple Watch, like a Fitbit or whatever. So I can see it, but I won't be doing it. That's just crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's some real insecure type shit.
You can get all of that on the iPhone already. Like if you both have iPhones, you can share your location. So you always know where the phone is, but he can just leave the phone wherever.
I mean, man, but people really want to track, like, oh yeah, where my partner at? Like, I don't even want to do that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, stop.
Listen,
ain't nobody doing that.
You know what? I'll be smooth with that shit. If my partner were to give me that goddamn ring, I'm taking like she give me that shit. Let's say she give me that shit like Thursday. Like, hey babe, I got something for you, a new wedding ring. I want to upgrade you. You know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. Here you go.
Valentine's Day, whatever.
Yeah, some Valentine's Day shit. I'm like, I give her a kiss. You know what I'm saying? Yo, at 11:34 p.m. I'm taking a fucking bath, and the ring is all under the water. Till that shit, goddamn it, goes out. None of that shit works. I'm leaving this shit under the water the whole time while I take this motherfucking bath.
Sam says she's gonna run the shape all over town.
Hey.
I hear that, Sam. She gonna be like a Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh my goodness, that's funny. I wouldn't do that. I don't understand why people do that, and I don't know. That would be way too much to just know all the time. Like, yeah, that's too much because who wants to do that? That's too stressful.
I agree.
That's way too damn stressful.
I
agree to do it. And y'all know y'all wouldn't do it either.
No, I mean, hell no.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit.
I like, man.
And I would just say no, I'm not wearing it. I would just say
if you don't wear it, you don't love me.
Listen, let me tell you something. In my last relationship, that motherfucker would tell me like, let me see your phone. I just tell her no. Let me see your phone. You got something high? No, but you just not gonna just tell me hang you my motherfucking phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have no problem saying no.
Yeah, but I'm
no problem saying no.
I'm like, but some of that shit be bullshit. Like, seriously, is this chick, you know what I mean, I was dealing with or whatever, right? And I'm just like, all right, so she started following me on the gram and shit. And this is back when you could find out whoever you follow on IG, you could see you could find out what pictures they liked or who they follow and all this other goofy shit. So I'm just like, all right. She started following, some of the chicks that I follow. I'm just like, the fuck? Like, that shit ain't even make sense. I'm just like, come on, man. I just stopped dealing with it, just based on that shit. That shit was goofy. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't worry what I got going on over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you ain't my girl. Like,
I mean, there needs to be some kind of trust and some kind of freedom. I mean, you're not bound. A lot of people also, like, when they call marriage the ball and chain, they reference that to like you're stuck and you just gotta, you don't have any freedom. Happy wife, happy life. Stupid.
For some people, it is like that. You know what I'm saying?
For some, it is, yeah. And that puts a negative connotation on having a mate or being married, because you got some people. So no, we're not to go. So some people just there's a bit of insecurity if that's necessary, right? Because you have a lot of women that do it so that they just so that he don't even think about cheating. It's just like you put more stress on yourself, traumatizing yourself by expecting a scenario or something to happen that hasn't actually happened, or even if there's no evidence of it. So just to give somebody a tracker, like our phones track us, right? So if we really want to know where somebody is, then our phones is following us everywhere. So But to do that would be way too much. Yeah,
So-
that's
Yeah, what about good old fashioned trust? Like, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Like, look, you know, if that's my girl, you know, like, look, man, my man just came home. We going strip club. Okay, you know what I mean? Going strip club. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So what?
So Sam brought up something, not this one, but her
the
previous
joint
comment,
FB
right?
account.
Her previous
the
comment.
joint Facebook.
Yeah.
It's like
You already know something. You already know
account
something wrong.
bullshit.
You know what I mean? If you got some bullshit like that.
So I don't want to ask about that because I think all of us agree that's bullshit. So I don't want to ask about the joint Facebook
Right.
account. That's but you have some people that feel like your relationship is not validated until you announce it or put it on Facebook. How do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about that concept or about that thought process?
Shoot, more goofy shit. More goofy shit.
It's definitely goofy.
No,
I mean, sometimes people, but here's one thing I would say, because we talked about oversharing before, right? And we talked about whether that's necessary or not, and how others feel about people that overshare on social media. And it's a gift and a curse, right? You don't want to make it seem like your relationship is a secret, right? But there is a such thing as being private. And if you post everything about your life but the person that you're with, it could be perceived that you're keeping them a secret and not necessarily private. Because if you are a private person, then most of all your life will be private, not just one part of it, right? So you will have to have that same feeling across the board. So the relationship could definitely be a real thing. It's just that it's not all over, splattered all over the place. And we know that with celebrities, right? You have celebrities that have been together, Denzel and, you know, his wife. We don't never hear anything about them, right? But then you got a Jada and a Will that just want to put every single thing on social media to the point where we are tired of hearing it. And that's our fault, because if we don't hear about the relationship, it's like, well, what's going on? Probably some bullshit happening behind closed doors. But then when we hear too much about it, it's like, okay, now be quiet. We didn't heard enough about you, Will, and all of that stuff. So it's a gift and a curse. It's a way to do it without doing the overboard.
And so yeah, it makes sense. So yeah, I don't post shit on Facebook. Like I consider myself a private person. Like I got high school classmates that just found out maybe a year ago that I have a child.
What?
Yeah, I don't. I want to tell people information is weapons. The more people know about you, the more it can be used against you.
Facts.
Or the more they can plot to hurt you. So I just don't like, almost like Drake said, I don't run to the blogs. If I can't give you the information, if we close, I give you the information over the phone. We talk directly.
Right.
You know what I mean? If we don't talk every day or we don't talk weekly, then hell no, you're not gonna know my personal shit. You know what I'm saying?
And sometimes it's not even a secret or it's private. It just may not be none of your business.
Yeah. Like, so I've never hidden my kid. Somebody never asked me and be like, no, I don't have it. But like, if we don't talk every day, you're not gonna know about my my daily personal business and shit.
And nobody should. Like, you know, that's your business.
And then here's the other thing. I know some people on Facebook, some couples that post a lot. You know what I'm saying? Not overboard, but they post a lot. And all the pictures they post are but behind, I know them personally, and I look at their pictures, I'd be like, but you miserable though. Like, you miserable, like I know you're not happy. Like, I know you want a divorce. Like, where all this damn happy couple shit coming up? You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's not even real. Like, some people say social media is not real. And again, just like what Sam said, I'm conflicted about that, because social media is not real. Okay, so that means that everything that you post on social media should not be believed because it's not real, right? But then on the flip side, you want us to believe everything that you post. You
Right.
want us to believe that you're happy. You want us to believe that everything is gravy. I mean, look at Chesley, Miss USA, right?
Mhm.
She's only 30.
Mhm.
You would think that what could she possibly have going on in her life that will make her jump off of a building and commit suicide?
Right.
If you go to her page, you wouldn't know that, right? You wouldn't know that
Miss
she
USA.
Mhm.
right. 2019 Miss USA, from North Carolina, from Charlotte, as a matter of fact.
With the USC.
She was Miss North Carolina and then became Miss USA. A lot of
Mhm.
people would think, what really does she have
And she went to USC.
to be? Oh, she did. Okay.
Yeah.
To be sad about, right? And her last post was, "I wish today brought you peace and
May
rest,
the day bring you peace.
peace and rest." And then
Mhm.
that was early in the morning. By 9 a.m., she had already jumped off the building and
Mhm.
committed suicide. When you go on her social media page, there's no evidence that she was going to jump off of a building,
Right.
right? But social media is not real. But you want us to believe everything you post. So which is it? Which is why people say social media is a devil, because it's like, again, a gift and a curse. It works for your advantage, but it can also work for your disadvantage. So everything could be real. It just don't have to be on social media.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
Drake said in one of his songs, he said, "I know a girl that was happily married until she puts down her phone."
Mhm.
So when she got her
Yeah.
phone and she's posting, she posts
Yeah.
all happily married shit. When she put that phone down, the reality is miserable, not
Yeah.
happy, don't want to be with that person, stuck. So that's why I'm like, some people. I just think it's crazy for you to feel validated. You gotta feel validated by posting certain things on Facebook or social media, relationship wise or job wise or anything. I just
Mhm.
It's all about really confirmation. Like, if you're in everybody wants to know that they are not the only one feeling the way that they feel, whether that's good, bad, or indifferent. So if someone is happy and they're posting all the happy moments of their life, like when I first got married, even y'all joke about me how y'all still think today was my wedding day. I still post pictures of what happened, right? So that's the running joke, right? So somebody from the outside looking in could be like, "Oh, she is happily married," like, "Oh my goodness," and may not know, the disagreements that me and my husband have had, or times where we was just like, "Okay, I'm going to bed. Good night. I've given today all I could. Good night. I'll see you in the morning," right? So if you post all of that stuff, then people are gonna be like, "Why are you posting everything? Every time y'all have an argument or y'all good, you want to post it." Like, I seen someone put on social media, if you're gonna post all the good stuff, post all the bad stuff too, because you're on chapter 9 of your life. I want to know what happens next. But then if somebody does that, for those of us that are on the outside, it's like, oh my God, you need to log off and go find happy,
Yeah,
because social media is
or
killing
at
you.
Becca, or people say you posting for attention.
Oh yeah, people do that a
You
Yeah.
lot.
post something bad, people
People
like
do
you
that a
posting for
lot.
attention.
And but technically, that's what it's for. So Facebook says what's on your mind. So I'm gonna type what's on my mind, right? Social
Mhm.
media was meant for us to be able to engage with each other and with people that are not tangible. So I can speak to somebody in Czechoslovakia right now. We can have a whole conversation. I've never met you in real life, Mark, but me and you have been on this pod every Wednesday for over a year, right?
Yep.
So it's very possible that social media can create relationships, and you can meet people and do all that stuff. That also comes with feelings and all of that as
Yeah,
well. It's very much so
Okay.
possible. That
yeah,
was the point of it. But
yeah. And I agree with you. I agree with you. Like, social media is for socializing. That's why I call it. The main thing I was talking about is the people that feels like validation comes from social media. That's the main thing I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I
The
mean, those
validation part.
people, before social media, did, some people did seek attention and wanted attention, drawn to their situation or whatever. And now, with social media around, they use it for the same same thing. You know, oh look at me, I'm over here. Just look at me. You know, whatever I'm going through, whether it's good or bad, I want some attention. I
Yeah.
want people to talk to me about whatever I posted. You know what I'm saying?
People get paid big money for attention. Instagram has paid people millions for attention.
Yeah, you know.
And some people like I said, I wasn't really talking about the attention part because, like you said, if you got 5,000 followers and you post a personal shit on your page, you know motherfuckers are going to read it and respond. So I
and that's what you posted it for. You want them to.
Yeah, I ain't really talking about the attention part. I was mainly talking about because we were talking about relationships, and people feel like your relationship ain't valid unless you post your relationship on social media.
I mean, but
that's really what I'm talking about.
But sometimes social media be weird because it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like I had somebody ask me this before, right? Like, so this chick, I really don't really know her like that. I mean, I ended up meeting up with her, you know what I'm saying? She was cool, but what I'm saying, I really ain't really know her like that or whatever. It was just like, all right, she might post whatever she's going through. I never read any of that shit. But then she posts a picture or whatever. Oh, yeah, I like that shit. She look good, cool. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you come through my timeline, look good, I'm gonna like the shit. But then one day, you know, she just jumped in the inbox and just, yo, you don't pay attention to like nothing else going on with me. You know what I mean? But, you know, you'll like my pic or whatever and just, I'm like, sweetheart, was that necessary? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know, I don't got time. I'm like, yo, you be typing paragraphs. I don't really be having time to read it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. Like, I don't got time.
People use Facebook as their journal, as their diary. You know? And whatever they're thinking and feeling, thing they do is go on here and just start posting. And it's like, I tell people all the time, log off and handle that. Because you're not going to find your face right here.
But I had to ask her, I'm just like, yo, why do you care what I think about whatever you going through, right? You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, they hit you with, well, look, I seen you read through something else, you know, because like when you have mutual friends, you can see certain shit, right? Or whatever. But I'm like, yo, I know them. That's why. Like, yeah, I really know that motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Only thing I can go on is, yo, you look good, and that's it. That's all I can go on. I can't really go on too much else. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, she was cool. I mean, we met up and everything, but I don't know. She just kind of takes social media a little too serious. So it's just like, all right, I ain't really trying to deal with it because this could get goofy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. You know, but that's just the way she felt, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, and that's the attention that she asked for. Because when she didn't get it, she wanted to know why you wasn't giving it to her.
I'm good.
And that's the first thing that people ask. The people do that. It's for the validation that Merv was speaking of, right? It's that validation that I need to confirm what you're doing is a good thing. So if you're married, me posting my husband constantly, right, would be I need all of y'all to confirm my marriage is happy, right? So that's all that people are doing it for. Where if you have a product, you have to constantly post about it so that you have to get the attention so they can want to buy your product. So it's a need and a grab for it. It's necessary to be active on social media successfully. If not, then what's the point? If you're going to post something and no one likes it, or 2 people like it, 3 people comment, and then that's it. If you're looking for that, people just think about it like this. If you post something and then you go back to look and see who commented and who liked it, that's a sign that you were seeking some attention at that point. Because if you didn't care about any of that, you would post it and never go back to it. So if you post something and say, I wonder who liked it or who commented, and then you're responding to everybody who's commented and y'all are having whole different sets of situations and conversations afterwards, that means that you wanted some engagement. So yeah,
I knew I do that. Yo, I knew I do that shit for the whole month of October. I post my birthday month. Hell yeah. Yeah. I post all of it. We're gonna celebrate my goddamn birthday.
My birthday month also. So we both gonna be posting all October. Everybody timeline gonna see Merv and Becca. That's it. The whole month of October. Get ready. Merv's birthday challenge is coming.
Right.
Murr's birthday challenge is to post a picture of yourself the whole entire month of your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And mine's October 2nd, so I got the whole month. I start early and just go all the way to the end, to Halloween.
And I believe that shit too. What Tina just said. Some people, it can't be helpful if somebody else is going through the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because you'll get some people, they may not respond on your post, but they'll send you a direct message to your inbox.
Oh yeah.
To talk about it. So,
yeah.
So that should happen as well. So some good things come with social media as well. I know we were talking about the bad thing, but some good things come out of social media, because I've met people on social media that end up being like cool people and shit like that I would have never known, would never even came in contact, because our circle would never touch. We're not from the same realm. We're not from the same school or anything like that. So social media guys good as well.
Yeah. It definitely has its good.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people be saying like a lot of negative stuff about it, but I think it has its good, and I don't think the good get talked about.
Pros and cons.
Yeah, I mean, but I just don't think the good with social media definitely doesn't get talked about as much as the bad. You know what I mean? At all. Like, and it'll be some good shit.
Because some people don't have social responsibility, so they act up on social media.
Right.
They don't know how to behave themselves.
Right.
Those are the people. Those are the people that when people say social media is like, you know, a bad thing, we're talking about those people, and not just the trolls. Just people that just don't know how to behave themselves on social media. It's
those are the ones that don't have to worry about their job doing a fucking quick social media check, and you get reprimanded. The ones that don't have to worry about that, they raw uncut on social media.
Oh yeah, I mean, man, yeah, true. Yeah. And then in real life, they not like that. I'm just, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you talk like super crazy. You talk super crazy on social media, but in real life,
I'm from Georgetown, and a lot of the people that's super crazy on social media, they're certifiable in real life. I know some from Georgetown.
Yep, some of those are my family members.
Yeah, man.
Believe me.
I like
some of my cousins.
Yeah, I'm like some people, y'all mean for real, bark real loud, but I'm like in person though. I'm like, you a kitten. Like, you know what I'm saying? You a whole kitten. Like,
but
it ain't the same energy.
You have people that have social media personalities, and when you meet them in real life, they're nothing like their page. And it's just like, there was somebody that I knew for a long time, and on social media, I was like, he is so antagonistic. Like, every post is a attention grabber, and everybody is underneath the comments going buck wild. You have people arguing underneath his comments, and then when I met him in real life, I'm just like, but you're totally different. Yeah. And then after knowing him for so long, I'm like, why do you have these two different personalities? And he's like, social media ain't shit. I'll just be playing shits and giggles on social media. But if you know me in real life, you know that I'm just doing that because it's fun. Like, we, have conversation, we talk, people argue. It's just, whatever, but it doesn't translate to real life. And it's just like, if somebody wanted to get to know you, your social media personality would stop them from that. Because like that's how you are in real life.
Seem a little exhausted. I'm like, it's one thing to be two different people, because of work or whatever. Like, okay, cool, but to just be two different people just cause I couldn't do it. I just rather be me and that's it. For work though, okay, cool. We could do the code switch shit all day, but real life I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's strong right there.
That's it. Like, so the new form of currency. There's a movie, or I want to say a documentary on Netflix called The Social
Experiment, right?
The Social
Experiment, right?
I want to say The Social something. Yeah, The Social Experiment. And it talks about the creating of the like button on Facebook. The guy that created the like button on Facebook went through a lot of trauma and mental health issues because he didn't realize the thing that he created on Facebook, which is the like button, would cause people to commit suicide. He took that, he internalized that because The point of it was for you to see the people that agree with what you're posting, that agree with what you like. It was supposed to be a good thing. But not having the likes, and one of this experiment was with children, and it talks about how these people who work in social media, who work for Google, who work for Facebook, YouTube, the social experiment. Thank you, Jamal. They don't even let their own children have social media. Mind you, the guy that created the like button for Facebook does not let anyone in his family have social media. And it's a testament to what it means. So he said that creating that like button made him actually, I'm not sure if he still works for Facebook anymore. I don't think he does. A lot of people in that particular documentary no longer worked for social media because it was a mental shithole. It was like, I'm doing this anymore. And he really needed extreme therapy because he realized the like button that he created caused people to commit suicide.
And Jamal dropping some gems, yo. He dropped some jewels. He said we are addicted to likes. Social media releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical in the brain.
Yep.
Yeah.
And not having that is what is the opposite. Extreme sadness, depression, mental health issues, all over somebody just liking a comment. Isn't that crazy? Because I'm old enough to remember when there was no internet. I'm old enough to remember the first cell phone. I'm old enough to remember the first cordless phone. It was a big thing. I'm old enough to remember a beeper, right? That's how old I am. When I was born and I grew up and I was old enough to remember, there was no such thing as a www dot nothing. So for me to be 40, I'll be 42 this year, to see how different the world is with social media versus me growing up, not having no social media, no nothing. There was not even a MySpace. I didn't have MySpace till college, till I was 20 years old. So literally social media is really only 20 years old. It's not that old. I
would say like this, just in life though, I'm like, not that you live, anybody live their life for likes or anything like that, but it's just certain shit that, that you did coming up, you know what I'm saying, where you did want to get recognized for whatever you did. Like I'm stepping out the crib and I'm fresh, or, you know what I'm saying, yo, I'm about to go to this event, I'm looking good, or, you know what I mean, I got you know what I'm saying, like, I got a new car. Like, it's always going to be some shit like that growing up. Like, even if you look at the school days, like, you know what I'm saying, yo, I got new kicks, man, it just came out, don't nobody else got them but me. Like, that's still a form of I want to be, somebody, you know what I mean, on this day or whatever. Like, it still exists.
Like that. Hey, hold on real quick. Yo, Jamal. No, we are a very interactive, fan-friendly show.
We are.
So if you want to come on this motherfucker anytime, any Wednesday, you let me know. I'll send you the link. You can come on this motherfucker anytime you want. All right, we do bring guests on. All right, and
we do, but just a quick shout out. Jamal actually has his own podcast. He's on Thursdays. So
that's even better than you already know the deal.
Respect the journey. If you want to follow him, you guys, Respect the Journey is on Thursdays.
I want to say, well, wait a minute. If he's in the group, post it.
Bring your ass on, Jamal. Shit.
You know, if he in the group, post it. You know what I'm saying? If he in the group, post that shit. You know what I'm saying? So we can watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he definitely and he's actually a friend of my husband's. So they've known each other since they were kids. So
I mean, but I just look at this shit like, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? If I was a young boy now, I can understand, how social media has that kind of impact. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it would have impacted all of us to a degree if, we came around in this era. Like, you know what I'm saying? It would have impacted us all. I'm like, Merv, you got to think, if social media is around, you killing on the football field, you're going to do the Heisman Trophy pose and all type of shit. Get that pick ball. Like, you know what I mean? You're going to do shit like that. Like, you know
that's where that huddle came from, Mark. It's easier for kids to get coaches to look at them now with social media and the huddle. It's called a huddle. The social media for sports is called a huddle.
So I mean, I just see how, what I'm saying, the kids kind of do their shit, whatever they're doing, and they'll bring attention to their thing or whatever, and they'll get a bunch of likes, and I'm quite sure it makes them feel good. I follow all my nieces and nephews on social media, so I see how the shit works. You know what I'm saying? And they feel good, when they get recognized for whatever they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I can get how they coming up in this era and seeing how it works. I think social media was around when we was their age. I think some similar shit will be happening.
Yeah, because I definitely see the difference in my child. I definitely see how much social media plays a part in her everyday life. And now she's knowing more about it, but it's also the influence in school as well, because some kids have all types of pages. They have a TikTok and an Instagram, and they have all kinds of pages as children. And she asks me all the time to get she wants a TikTok page and she wants an Instagram, and I'm just like, it's not happening. It's not happening, because at that age, they're not able to grasp the concept of what that means. And I try to tell her all the time that the good things about social media is fine and all well, but there are also dangers on social media that even some adults are not able to navigate themselves around. So as a child, I don't want her to have to worry about that at all. At 11, that is the least of what I would want her to be concerning herself with. I know 40-year-olds that don't know how to behave on social media and get themselves into trouble with social media. So I know as an 11-year-old, even with me as her mom, it's still something to have to navigate through. I don't want her to do it.
Yeah, because you'll see it. You know what I mean? Where somebody, they be on social media and they talking real greasy to somebody, but then that person catch them in real life. And then, I seen a video of this guy really running. Like, this dude really was a real track star that day. He was really running away from these two guys, but he was talking shit to him. Like, when I got the backstory, like, oh, he was talking big shit to him on, for on the gram or whatever. But then they ran into him, you know what I'm saying? They was really chasing this bull down the street, but this dude could run. You know what I mean? So he got away. But
and there's also adults that act like they're children on social media, and you don't know that the person that you're speaking to is a 45-year-old man, but you think he's 12-year-old Johnny who likes to play the same game that you do. Yeah, you guys want to talk about Roblox, but he's really, a middle-aged man with a whole wife and kids, and just has this obsession. So I try to avoid all of those things for her as long as I can. She's aware of it. I don't keep her from it because I'm a realist. So I let her know it exists, but I let her know the dangers of it and the reasons why I want her to engage in it.
Right, I feel you.
Yeah.
So Sam says something similar to what Tina said. She says social media gave me language for how I had been feeling since childhood. A whole new world opened up for me on social media and connected me to others going through the same things. It made growing up alone seem less lonely.
And that's the good thing about social media.
Yeah.
It can bring people together, especially during the pandemic. That's really all that people had was, non-tangible things to be able to engage, get what they needed or what they used to get from physical socializing. So the internet does serve that purpose, and it's a good thing. But you do have those keyboard commandos that be getting folded up on the sidewalks, like Trey said. You do have those their Twitter fingers on fire and do not know how to be socially responsible.
Yeah, but I don't know. So social media, it's been good for me. I just use it, just really just to have some fun. I
mainly use it in network.
Yeah, I've taken breaks from social media. People who have known me for a while, they know that I would go rogue. Like I went before I met my husband, I was off of social media for almost 2 years. When I met him and told him I didn't have a Facebook, Instagram, or nothing, he was like, "What? You can't be real." I was like, "I don't have Facebook, I don't have Instagram, I don't have TikTok, I don't have Snapchat, I don't have any of that." I only got it back before my 40th birthday because I was like, "What do I want to do for my birthday? And I was like, I don't know what's happening. So I did 40 days till 40. So I signed back on to Instagram 40 days before my 40th birthday. And each day I posted a memory. And that's how I got back on social media. But prior to that, I have been off of social media for almost 2 years. If you did not have my phone number, you thought I was a ghost. And I kind of did to you. So when I came back married and engaged with a man at that point. So people who would see me, they're like, "Oh my God, Rebecca, where have you been?" I was like, just chilling. It was like, "Oh, I see you back on social media." They also, you disappeared and came in with a husband. Sure did. And that stopped a lot of the stuff that I was doing in media, because I've done improv comedy here in Charlotte for 4 years. So I've made a lot of connections with people in radio, people in TV, people in theater. And for me to just straight disappear off of it and come back almost 2 years later, you got to recreate those connections again. So it's tough. But yeah, I take breaks from social media because it's too much.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, for me, it's been cool because if I go to a different city, I can always, have a friend, when I'm landing, like, hey, let's get together. You know what I'm saying? All right. Like, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So it's fun for me. But, and then, but the biggest thing, for me with social media really was just, I don't know, talking shit about sports. You know what I'm saying? So I get to do that with a whole bunch of people I don't know. Some people agree, some people disagree, but we get to like low key roast each other and each other's teams, but have fun while doing it. You know what I'm saying? So that explains, how me and Sean is cool, right? Because it started out by me roasting the Cowboys and him roasting the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? And then we got cool based on that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that, that shit was cool,
Everybody has their reasons for being on it. I know a lot of people come on here just to talk shit about pop culture, and that's it. They don't ever post anything about themselves at all. Mm-hmm. So everybody. I know dudes who have social media and their whole page is just memes. Like they just post funny stuff. You don't see not one picture of themselves. You don't even know what they look like. The whole page is just memes. Yeah. Funny stuff. So it depends on what you do it for.
Right.
But it does give people access to you that you may not want. So it's not just about you knowing how to behave, but also knowing how to navigate the attention that you get. So it draws up people to you.
And that's what make people make their page private, yo. It's like motherfuckers that go on your page just to be nosy. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And like, you know what? Yeah. Okay, let me go ahead and make the shit private because motherfuckers just you go on there just to be messy and shit.
Yeah. Because now people can screenshot and they can actually screen record.
God damn.
iPhones can screen record. So
they go that fucking iPhone. The fucking the iPhone. Fuck Apple.
It's real true. Whatever, Green Bubble. Cut it out.
Shit.
Yeah. See, and Tina does makeup. So imagine somebody was to take her picture and remove her logo and stuff and act like that they did it. It's very easy to do that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's tough.
There you go, Rob. Mine does too. See this note? I got a note to this motherfucker's bad motherfucker.
No, the note actually when I had Android, I had notes. Notes are the best Samsung phones.
Yeah, it is.
They are the best. I've had notes. Notes are the bomb. And my husband's a note guy. He loves his notes. He's up to Note 20 now.
Yeah, that's why I got the Note 20.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But social media is a gift and a curse. People, we have this here on social media. We love a lot of people in the comments I've never met, and I look forward to seeing them every Wednesday. So there is a lot of great things about social media. You just got to know how to behave.
You know what I'm saying? Not everybody know how to do that, but I get it.
All Facebook friends. That's very true, Trey. Very, very true.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
because you got friends that comment, don't do anything, right? I've had somebody who requested me as a friend, and she doesn't do anything on social media. Like, so why are you here? Who sent you?
I don't know. I don't say like this. It's I don't even know how many friends I got on this thing. You know what I'm saying? Facebook. On Instagram I know, but on Facebook I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, to me though, I like the timeline be lit, so I'm good. You know what I'm saying? People having fun. There's some beautiful women. You know what I'm saying? People talking
This
shit about
Sunday,
sports. I'm good.
Power memes. Oh, they had me in a choke.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah.
Power memes were funny.
Yeah, they're hilarious. You know what I'm
They
saying?
were
And then
hilarious.
you know,
Getting on Zeke
people
real bad.
will share shit with you. You know, whatever that's funny. So I'm just like, man, you know, the memes and shit like that. So I'm like, I always get shared shit with that, like that, especially, you know, with all the toxic memes that's coming out now. Shout to Hoodville on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? If you want to hear some toxic male shit and laugh at it, go to Hoodville on IG. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? But we laugh at that. That's where I get that city girl, city boy shit from. You know what I'm saying? That's where that shit started. So I mean, we laugh at it, have fun with it. And that's it, you know what I'm saying? But that's where I get the ultimate jokes from and all of that, you know what I'm saying? So I like, man, you know, we gonna enjoy it. We gonna enjoy the ride.
Yep, we are. As long as we behave ourselves. What you got, Merv?
Oh shit. That was the last thing.
Okay.
How serious you take these platforms. Yeah. People make money off these platforms. It's very possible to see people be millionaires off of social media. It's very
possible to do it. It's possible to do it. It's possible to do it, you know. I don't know. I like to see when people, you know, just kind of do things and you got people sharing ideas and, you know, and people kind of getting themselves out there or whatever. And, you know, so I look at, like, you know, what it's doing for my nephew. You know, my nephew, you know, is throwing verses on people's songs, and these guys are like in Nebraska somewhere, and got some other guy in New Orleans, and you know what I mean? Now he just doing music, you know what I mean, for like, oh yeah, just send me the beat, you know what I'm saying? I hop right on it. So now he couldn't have did that, you know what I'm saying, without no social media. But now it's just like, man, his voice, even though he's from New Jersey, his voice is getting heard in New Orleans, Nebraska, Texas, shit like that. That I think that's cool though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, man, you know. So he got, bro, you know, building his following and all of that. And that's just dope. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like to see shit like that.
Yep, me too. It's funny. I fall through rabbit holes of Amazon stuff to get and hair videos. My new rabbit hole is those satisfying videos of like rug and carpet cleaning. I'll be sending them to my husband, like, that was so satisfying. Or like renovations. I've seen these people paint their countertops and make it look like it's marble, but it's just paint. Those are the rabbit holes I fall into. Cooking videos. I'll just be sending it to my husband, like, so we're making this tonight for dinner? Like, those are my new obsessions.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you one thing that started, you know, happened. That I'll leave it right here with this online shit, right? You know what I'm saying, and everything, and social media. You got people who are like, I don't know, they need to call like Gamblers Anonymous or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They like real heavy on the FanDuel, DraftKings, and all that shit. I like, yo, this is what you like, yeah, this is what I bet. This is what I won, but this is what I lost. I'm like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, so wait a minute, let me get this straight. I'm like, you won $90,000, but you lost like 98,000. I'm like, God. I'm like, man,
you lost 8,000. That shit don't make no fucking sense. You lost 8,000.
I'm just but the thing is, though, the fact is, I'm like, especially since the pandemic, I'm like, yo, you done placed $200,000 basically worth of bets. You know what I'm saying? In a little over a year. And I mean, you got a lot of people doing it too. I mean, regular, everyday type people. You know what I mean? Just, yo, bet 100 here, bet 100 there. All that shit adds up, and they'll show it.
I play FanDuel, but I do like $10. I do like the $10 ones. The most I do is like 25.
But here's the thing, Mert. You know what's crazy though? You know what I mean? Even if you just like, yo, the most I do is 25, right? But say if you do it every day or every other day or whatever, right? When you start to see a total in 2 years, you be like, damn, I bet that much. Like, you'll be even surprised by that.
But see, he might bet against the computer people.
Yeah,
I bet against people I know. So, So
it's
easy to win. It's easier to win against people that you know because when you play against like the house or the computer people, like it's 1,000 people in one, a lot of them should be bots.
Yeah.
So you can't fuck with them bots. So
But I
I go
mean-
to we got a personal league, me and a group of people.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about. I don't
I'm
fuck
gonna
with them
say
bots.
like this. I just think it's crazy though that I'm just like, I'm trying to tell you, you know, like a homie of mine, I'm just like, dude, you really, you know what I mean, for real, you know, your betting history, right? Win and loss, right? Totals $200,000. Like, that's wild to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. That's just wild. And I mean, this motherfucker work a regular job. Like, you know, like, yo, you get up, go to work Monday through Friday. I'm
Yep.
like, yo, 200,000. I'm like, man, he's like, yeah. He's like, you know, I won a little bit more than I lost, so I'm good. I'm like, what about just, I ain't gonna bet tonight because I really don't really know what's going on. I'm just doing it. I don't know. I mean, if he can afford it, I mean, cool, but that just seemed wild to me. It's just like, damn, this boy blew through 200 racks. Like, that's wild. You know what I'm saying? It's wild.
People make millions just playing games. Like
Yeah, absolutely.
If you look at the list of the highest paid people in YouTube, most of them are
Yeah.
gamers. All they do is play video games and stream it to YouTube, and people watch them play video games.
Well, I
and
mean,
they
shoot, they got those e-athletes now. Like they get scholarships like a football player do to college. Like
for gaming.
that for gaming. Like,
To
yeah, I
play
mean, they
them
come
or
on.
like to
No.
make that.
No, to play them. Listen, Becca, they're
What?
building an esports arena in Philly, like down where the Eagles play and the Sixers play. They're building an esports arena down there for the video game, you know, crowd. You know what I mean, for the gamers or whatever, right? They give scholarships. They have schools that give scholarships to all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Damn.
you know, when my nephews were in the Fortnite, they used to watch the bull play Fortnite so they can understand so they can do their thing. You know what I'm saying? This dude is a multi-millionaire, like, and they just watching him play. That's it. So, I mean, it happens. I'm just like, but it's a lot of money in it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Yeah, I'm definitely in the wrong business. There's this kid on YouTube that makes $8 million a year. All he does is test out toys.
Hey, you
He's
know
a
what I
kid.
mean? Hey.
He plays with toys on YouTube. He's a
Hey,
millionaire.
look at that other guy, you know what I mean, gets all them views and he's getting money. That guy, that fake ass security guard, right? You know what I mean, who be slow as shit taking a gun from somebody. Yo, he's like out of Detroit, but everybody love him though, right? I'm like, in the real world, I'm like, please don't follow this guy. You getting shot. But on YouTube and Instagram, the shit funny as shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, man, but he gets paid. You know, I ain't mad at that. Shit's funny to me, but I'll just don't try it in real life. You're going to get killed.
You know, just for shits and giggles, I looked it up. Mr. Beast is #1 in YouTube history. He's 23 years old and made $54 million in 2021, the most of any YouTuber ever, as his videos reached 10 billion views.
Doing what?
10 billion views.
What the fuck you do?
Hold on, I'm checking right now. He doesn't say what
Personality?
Yeah, it looks like he's a gamer.
Gamer. Okay.
Yeah, he's a gamer.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, you know.
Could you imagine making 54 million from YouTube? You know how much YouTube don't even pay until you reach a certain amount of engagement. So, wow.
That's why it's just like, you know, like we were talking about earlier, you know, with the blogger who got sued by Cardi B, right? I'm just like, yo, for as much is what she got hit for, she could pay that. Like, you know what I mean?
She can. She can have 4 million.
No, but what I'm saying is, when you add, like, you know what I mean, between her and her husband, all these businesses they have, you know what I'm saying, and they rely on social media for a lot of them. When you add all that shit up, she can pay whatever they talking about. I mean, you know, she ain't like, she's not super rich, but she ain't like, yo, man, I don't know how I'm gonna pay this $4 million. I doubt that's happening. You know what I'm saying? Because these platforms pay. You know what I'm saying? And the more messy you are, the more for they gonna want to for a view you, and then you'll get paid for all them fucking views. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit's crazy,
True.
but toxic behavior pays well. It just do. You know what I'm saying? I was like, when I mean, the thing about but seriously, like when Hoodville on Instagram started, on IG or whatever, right? Is, you know what I mean? This dude was just posting like random shit or whatever, right? But then all of a sudden it got bigger, and then all the rappers start following cosign, like, yo, man, check out Hoodville on IG or whatever. And then Future cosigned it, which is, y'all mean, for real, the definition of toxic, y'all mean, these days, right? But I'm just like, yo, now you got millions of people following this motherfucker, and now they got the YouTube show and all type of shit. So I'm just like, man, but they just started out at the crib, you know what I mean, in Peoria, Illinois. And now they got real money. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it happens.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
We got a good show, you guys.
Yeah, I'm about to, let's go ahead and do the parting shots.
Yeah, no doubt.
Who's first?
All right, I'll go. I'll go.
Okay,
it's cool. Shit. Yo, thank you for everybody, coming through. Appreciate it. All I'm gonna say is, look, as far as relationships and all that shit, you know what I mean, that we talked about earlier, just be yourself, you know what I'm saying? Don't be on no bullshit. All that, yo, I'm celibate and all that shit. Grown, and ain't no need to play them type games. You know what I'm saying? Just do what you gonna do, yo. You know what I mean? And that's it. Don't play no game. Just be who you are. You know what I'm saying? And rock out. That's all I got.
I don't have much. I'm gonna keep it simple. I enjoy doing this with you guys. I love our people who comment and just engage with us every Wednesday. I really appreciate you guys. This would be boring without you. So thank you so much for tuning in. You could be anywhere in the world, but you are here with us. So I thank you. We thank you. Don't laugh at me, Merv. Go ahead, you go.
All right, so I'm not trying to end it on a sad tip, but y'all, the people that's in resident in your circle, if you got people that's maybe resident in your circle, in your family, or even if y'all just communicate on social media, anybody that you have a reach to, that some kind of reach that you talk to, whether it's daily, weekly, or monthly, if you have some kind of interaction with them, the people that's always happy, that's always seem happy, and never show any kind of that you rarely see any kind of sadness or whatnot, check on them. Just checking them. Just asking them how you doing. Just like, you good. It don't take much. Just like, yo, you good, and then you talk about blase, because it seems like back in the day there's signs for the old signs of suicide or somebody being depressed was a lot more obvious about 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And nowadays, unless they're an athlete where they've had a lot of hits on their head, it's been a lot harder in the past 5 to 10 years to know when somebody's depressed or when somebody's suicidal. So somebody that you feel is always happy, nothing ever bothers them, checking, like Robin Williams committed suicide. And he really could not tell, like, all this when he was on set, when he was recording movies, it was happy life of the party. So
Don Cornelius.
Yep, Don Cornelius. Mm-hmm. So even if they seem good, ask everybody, not just the ones that seem sad, because it's like that phrase that nobody ever checks on the lion, and the lion go through shit as well.
Check on your strong friends.
Check on your fucking strong friends as much as you check on the friends that actually tells you they're vulnerable, tells you they're sad. Just check on your strong friends a lot more than you do. That's what I wanted to end it on. Just we had a beautiful soul. Everybody talked about her that went to school. People I went to school with met her. I never met her, but everybody talked about how you would never think that. She seemed like she had everything. Miss USA. She was a lawyer, attorney, living in this luxurious New York skybox. And at 30 years old, she took her life by jumping off
The
jumping
29th
off,
floor.
yeah, the 29th floor.
Mhm.
Like that is a violent suicide. That's not even a peaceful suicide. That is a very violent suicide. And everybody said, like, you would never think it, because you would think she had everything, that she was happy. And everybody said she was happy. Like Becca said, you go on social media, there's no signs that you saw this. So all I ask is check on your strong
Virginia
friends.
King's son as well. Virginia King's son.
Yeah, exactly. That was last week.
Yep.
Check on the people that you think has no worries, that you think have no problems, that you think don't have a need for anything. Because a lot of times people that don't have a need for anything, they got a need for closeness or for friends or for love, something that money or materialistic or certain accomplishments cannot buy. So all I ask is check on your strong friends more. That's my parting shot for that. Rebecca got the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline up, 1-800-273-8255. So shout out to Stacks, Sean, Tina B, Street Team General Tazon, Nick J, Mel, Sam, Trey, everybody that supports us, everybody that's on our Facebook, the Guys Podcast Facebook group page that participates there, everybody that watch us, everybody that listen to us on Mile High Radio, Blast Music, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Rika Giles. We appreciate all of y'all sponsors that we're working with behind the scenes, and everybody else that rocks with the guys that we don't know about. We thank you. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week. On that note from the guys, we out, y'all.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.